What's going on, people?
Technology is hard.
It's Monday.
Like your dick was today, Daddy. High five, bro. Welcome to Marital Hate. As you can tell, we don't hate each other. Well, sometimes.
Sometimes,
like a little.
yeah, like for like an hour, and then
Then we get
whatever,
over it.
20 minutes.
We are not quite live on Instagram yet.
We're working on it. We're working on it, people.
I'm having technical difficulties, both as a podcaster and as a person.
As a human.
Like, it's just hard. It's just fucking hard out here for a pimp.
You're not a pimp.
I pimp you out.
How do you pimp me out?
Billy and I already have you. Listen. You got a client that's not fucking paying.
Well,
what is this? This is just ridiculous. You got a client that's not fucking paying, and you got a podcast that is losing money. So somebody's gonna have to pimp you out. Billy already told me that he would help me with the Peruvians. Or I'm sorry, not the Peruvians. He's in Peru. He'll do it from Peru with the Miamians. He said you would do very well there. So, especially with a tongue like that. Show him your tongue.
No, rather not. It's classically trained.
Give the people what they want. Classically trained on my pussy. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. That was funny. Tell me that wasn't funny.
It was a little funny.
Okay. So I'm going to get t-shirts and say classically trained on my pussy and maybe not wear them to church. Okay, I don't have my face on, so I'm going to have to do that. Somebody was here, but they left.
They left.
Can you blame them?
Not so good.
Blame them.
Not so good.
We are the fucking worst. And by we, I mean me.
Well, it is Monday. Monday is usually a good night for us for viewership, etc., etc.
I'm still having trouble with that.
What with Instagram? Instagram is just kind of nowheresville.
I don't know about that, but it's really frustrating me.
We have a lot to talk about today. We're just trying to get up. Oh, the whole thing is we can't be late. What did you say? We can't be late. We're gonna get on 8:00. We get on at 8:00. You don't have your face put on. You're not on the Instagram. That car's too loud.
And noisy children too.
Noisy children.
That's why the neighborhood kids are calling you grandpa.
I told them to call me old white man.
Because most of the kids in our neighborhood are varying shades of beige,
colors,
brown, whatever. And so he wants to be the old white man. But we're the nice old white people that give away snacks. Everybody comes here. How many times did they come today?
Twice.
Twice today.
I think we gave out 6 waters.
That's so okay. I'm happy to give away 6 waters. Thank you, Costco Kirkland, for not sponsoring our podcast.
Well, they haven't sponsored. They haven't seen us yet. So we should approach them and say, look, we talk about
okay,
Costco
let's just be
time.
Serious. We ruined fig cake for everyone.
Fig cake was not good, people. It was like a sawdust raisin glass powder.
We should just be full-time Costco reviewers. Why? I'm going to buy this. Why? I'm not going to buy this.
There's things we buy there that we really like, and then there's some misses, we'll say. I think the misses were the chicken burritos that had like essentially just chicken in them, no seasoning, no cheese, no salsa, no flavor.
What are you talking about?
The chicken burritos that I got.
Oh, I like them.
No, not those things.
Oh, different.
Yeah, this was no. Those I don't know what this.
Not to be confused with the La Casita.
La Casita is a restaurant, a local restaurant that we like.
Great burritos.
Which we went this weekend with the boys. It was fantastic. So
we started explaining the podcast. So we're a married couple. We don't hate each other. We live in Southwest Florida. We're empty nesters. We have 6 grown kids. 6. 2 of them were just here. We love each other. We see the world through very different eyes.
I see it the right way. She sees it.
And most of the time, I say horrifying things and he cringes and I bite my tongue until it bleeds. And sometimes we ring the bell and sometimes I throw the bell in the pool.
The bell is when we declare marital hate.
Yes. And you guys are part of the podcast. So the whole point is that you comment wherever you are. Like, so you might be the only person watching from where you're watching from. It could be Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or TikTok or whatever, because we're on all different platforms. So some people watch us live, some people watch us later. But the cool thing about watching live is you get to say whatever the fuck you want. And unless it's like racist.
And we've had that.
We had a racist.
We did not.
We had a racist and we had was it a racist and a.
Then we had somebody with a racist name who like under a fake account.
We had a racist.
I don't even know what
somebody
the name
with
was,
a racist name. And then was there someone there was a homophobe on our to post it on our
Oh,
wall.
on the wall, yeah. But
I
for
don't
the
like
most
those.
part, we've done all right, and we've had some really, really nice letters sent in.
Oh my God, Jackie, I hope you're watching. I know you watch later sometimes. A lot of people watch the next day. Jackie, I just have been thinking about you, and I really want to talk with you. I will try to email you my story this week. It's fucking crazy. Very similar to yours. Jackie and I are both estranged parents. Parents who are estranged from our children. It's a club I hope you're never a part of. And I talk openly about it because I think I want to help families to repair. If I could do that for somebody else, even if I can't figure it out for myself, then hey, it's worth it. And I want people to feel less alone. And Jackie told me I made her feel less alone. So that made me feel.
Yeah, that made you feel like you were doing this podcast.
We were just recapping like the podcast and like what we've accomplished so far. We like got like 2 items and we had to start. But I think that that's probably like one of the biggest ones is giving people like a place where they didn't feel judged. And that letter, that email specifically, like, you know how you have like trophies?
Yes, right.
Like
That's that email
like
was
they could,
trophy.
I had my picture taken with the fucking World Series championship trophies for the Red Sox this weekend. And if you are from Boston or if you've ever even heard of it, it's a huge fucking deal. And I'm telling you, that email meant more to me than my grandfather could have had 100 World Series. Like it just, because it was so from the heart. And like, don't give me like, yay, the Red Sox, but also come on, it's fucking sports. Like this is someone's life. And so when I can make somebody feel a little bit better or make somebody laugh, or we're doing this for a reason. We are completely humiliating ourselves for the entire world for a reason. So
being real with you people. Thanks. You people. That's what I call viewers. You people.
Use guys.
No, just you people, because it's borderline offensive.
Do you say y'all?
No, I never say y'all.
I say y'all.
No, I never say y'all.
And I'm from Boston, by the way. We're supposed to say use guys. It's wicked pissa. You say something in a Boston. Oh, do John and Donna at the same time.
I need something to talk about.
The words of Massachusetts that people understand.
We went to Dunkin's. We got an iced coffee.
That's the wrong one.
Actually, normally I get a large regular, and that doesn't work. So people down here like cold coffee. So I have to tell them I want a cold brew.
I actually got a fucking I ordered my drink and they gave me a hot one. I was like, what?
Like, it's a hot beverage in Florida.
Buy that? No. Like that's crazy. I'm like, it's 85 degrees out, but apparently that's a big thing.
Things you should not sell in Florida. Hot beverages.
No, I know,
soup.
but I'm telling you, it's Tracy's here. She'll tell you. It does. Oh, I don't know if she is here, but it does something with the body. It does a cool thing with the body.
What? Hot liquid?
Your dick. The hot caffeine.
Hot caffeine. Okay, so
they get the hot of the coffee raises your body temperature, so you don't feel so hot or something. I don't know, but it's something there because like it's like a big thing in like the Middle East.
It sounds
drinking
sketchy.
Hot coffee while the rest of us are chugging Dunk's iced tea.
All I know is the iced tea that you guys from Dunkin's this weekend was miserably horrible. Like I don't know.
Well, you know what I think.
I don't know who took a crap in that tea and gave it to you.
I think it was unfiltered Cape
but it
Coral
was
water.
Bad. It was
Cape
not
Coral
good.
water. Actually, the only water I know is bad is Situate water. Is fucking Cape Coral water, or like Flint, Michigan. And obviously, like I'm being hyperbaric here, but like we're seriously. We had a jar of water. Did we bring it with us?
It's here somewhere.
We have a jar of water that we brought from Situate. One day we're gonna go on Antiques Roadshow and it's gonna be.
This is from that water.
This is from our water.
Yes,
I have a jar of our water from when we lived on Sand Hills Road.
Came out of the tap brown,
like brown, like
from decaying pipes.
The color right there, that brown that I used on my eyebrows. That's the color of the water was. And it was about that texture.
Looks like a rusty crack.
Oh my god, I should just get like a little brush and just put it on.
And just brush the water.
This shit is like $20.
Although
it's a tiny thing. I mean,
I like to put on the gold.
Honest to God, this lasts 2 years.
2 years.
But it's like $20.
It probably should be thrown out after 6 months.
You gotta put your gold on. Put your gold on.
I'll put a little gold on. I could put the gold on, but I could just use the water. Okay. Gold. Oh yeah, gold.
So one day,
which side did I use? Okay.
I was having a really bad day and I got my highlighter in the mail and I was really excited because I had wanted it for a while and I found it for $11. And so Doug came in and sometimes he'll try on my Amazon package.
Oh, look at that gold right there.
By the way, I ordered 2 dresses today and he has tried on neither. Sorry, I don't have that
gold.
But he tried the gold on, and we put it all over his face, and he looked fucking ridiculous. He looked like the gold member. You have a stripe. You're trying to be Kimosabi over here. Is that racist?
Kimosabi. Well, no,
Sorry,
you're referring to a character, which was actually named Tonto. But I'll pull
Tonto
up.
was the horse.
Tonto was the Indian friend, his ever faithful, his Indian friend.
Where the fuck is everything? I don't know if we ever went live on Instagram.
Oh, that could explain lots of things.
Well, Instagram people don't really seem to like us. Live video. Okay.
So I'm gonna bring up.
Please do, because I have to do a couple things over here.
If you haven't seen this before, folks, this is just so good. This is me with the gold. Ding. Look at that. I am like metallic. I am Metallica in this right here. That's just fantastic. Nobody's seeing this. Why aren't they seeing this?
What are you not pulling up?
I said share screen.
Said something about your
window,
browser.
My browser. Share. There it is. Goldie McJohn right there. Look at that. I'm happy as a Buddha.
I have to edit this.
So anyways, that was that. All
right, let me just do this one Instagram-y thing.
And now she's still setting up. It's 8:12. This stuff should have been accomplished 8:01 at the latest.
Well, I'm really fucking baked.
8:01 at the latest.
Baked.
This is why we have marital hate, people, because all I had to do is put on a little gold.
This is why we
That's
need
all
a
I had to
fucking
do.
producer. Tracy and I had.
What did you have to do to get ready for work today? Any of the viewers? Like, you probably got up, maybe showered, maybe put on some new clothes.
That's fine.
Maybe had to drive to work. You had to prepare in the living room for this podcast.
Dude, I don't know what
come
to
out on the
tell
line.
you. I'm stupid. Okay, just
I don't think
understand
you're stupid.
that I'm
I think
stupid.
you're just late. You're
late.
2000 and late, Fergie.
That is so.
Your name is hell. Your name is Stacy. Your man.
Can you just tell them a little bit tell them about the Red Sox game?
All right. So
and the Red Sox lady, because this is fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god, this is the best thing.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to us in the history of ever.
So we go to the Red Sox game.
My life.
We're sitting about 8 rows back. It was really nice, beautiful night. Like, couldn't have been more beautiful weather. So as you know, like families do, we take a selfie of our little ersatz family. And here we are, right? So here we are.
Did you say ersatz?
Ersatz, yes.
Please explain that word to the American public. I know what it means because you used it once and I looked it up. And I pretended like I knew what you were talking about because that's what marriage is all about. Pretending to know what the other person is fucking talking about when they're smarter than you.
when I have sex with her.
I liked it today.
Oh. All right. So anyways, so we take our little selfie, right? Didn't think anything of it. Posted it up. And then my friend Ann Canning from back in my Fidelity days in the 90s, she finds this lady, boom.
The look on her face.
And the look on her face, like, but, all right, so there's us, nice family. Yeah, I don't understand. Why was she frightened of Stacy's hair?
Well,
was she
frightened it's a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. But look, there's the hair, there's the lady. So anytime we would say something or do something,
oh my god,
the lady's face popped up.
Fucking funny.
So good.
So funny.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things that I could look at in 100 years and still laugh. Because of the lady. But it was great that Ann somehow found it. I don't know how she found it.
Dude, Ann, you're a genius. Wait,
great.
Is this an Ann that I know?
No, I believe she's out in Western Mass now. I think she was a writer at Fidelity. She's
now
great.
We have like 3 Anns.
Mm.
And
maybe we need more. Who knows?
Ann W can be the OG Ann.
Yeah.
She wants, but she's not here. Ann, we've missed you.
She might be here because not everybody's commenting. Tracy is definitely here. Daniel just gave us a thumbs up. So people are here. They're just not really. They're kind of rubbed the wrong way by your lateness and putting on makeup and trying to figure out the this, that, and the other thing. We got Richard James joining us on Instagram. I don't know Richard, but welcome because we like you.
Can we call you Dick?
Hey, how you doing? All right, so Tracy, sorry, the shower felt so good. I did not want to get out. Priorities. Thank you. the show is not gonna
what
not
that's
gonna
like,
comment
Doug.
on itself.
You had that happen to you today. You had something feel so
I
good
had
that you did
something-
not want to get out.
I did not want to get
So
out.
there.
And then Daniel says, "Love biatches."
Very.
I believe I pronounced that correctly.
I actually
We
really
like
wish
Daniel.
Dave Doughton was here. Not that I'm really happy to see you. But my other friend Dave is
Todd Alvey has given us a thumbs up, and Tracy is laughing.
my other friend
All is well.
My other friend Dave is a horror movie fanatic, much like myself, and I have some news. So we are doing all of this. Lately, we've been cross-checking our what's going on, trending on Twitter, because we want to talk about it. We want to jump onto those things, which is so anti who we are. But like,
Just trying to drive ratings.
If we
people.
don't
hate us.
somehow grab the mass
We have
market,
to jump the shark.
how do we corrupt their fragile little minds? I've warned them. Like, read our new disclaimer. What does it say? Welcome to our live podcast. Join the conversation. We're live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's true. Tonight is episode 207. Warning. You should definitely not watch this podcast.
It's called reverse psychology.
If you're an upstanding member of society, this is for legal reasons. This is from our crack legal team, or resemble a human being. This podcast makes the argument against the argument against the First Amendment,
which is free
speech. Just so you know, I'm really baked, and I was really baked when I did that, so I can fix it. Maybe you should fix it.
Well,
you should fix it.
We're gonna leave it. We're going with it
fix
for
it.
tonight.
Fix it.
We're going because if I fix it, we lose our comments. I think.
For like, we don't lose our comments.
Well, we lose something.
I would have the.
We lose our virginity.
We already lost our virginity. Not together though. That makes me sad.
Oh, I would have.
When I was 10.
I would have been 20. So hey, who's the illegal one now, bitch?
All I can say is not much different than the age between me and the guy that molested me. So there's that.
Well, there's that.
Honest to God, you cannot make this
shit stuff up.
I was like, I think I was 10. It was right. Yeah, I think I was 10. It was like the year before I moved to Stoughton. So I moved there in the middle of 4th grade.
Would you stop complaining about being molested? You're bumming out our audience.
I just totally forgot about it. Like the timeline. So yeah, basically when I was
it 10, was not me. However, can you just put a disclaimer?
10, I was molested not me. By someone 6 years older than me. So you're almost there.
Well,
you're just enough to not be creepy.
It's actually more creepy. A 20-year-old with a 10-year-old.
I don't know.
That's more creepy.
Maybe I wasn't molested.
Well, maybe a
16-year-old doesn't know. Like that.
No, maybe you.
Do they not have the brain development?
Maybe you just had a nice dream.
No, seriously.
I can say that. You can't, people. Because I'm married to her.
If you've had a
actually,
you're a sexual assault survivor, you have the right to make jokes about sexual assault. I deem you fit. And I understand that people may find that to be distasteful, but I think that maybe we should be focused on the really distasteful issue and understand that some people find humor to be a healthy coping mechanism. Some people drink. We make inappropriate jokes. Well, mostly me, but he's married to me,
so I get it by proxy. Is what it is.
It's guilt by association. So, but
well, I'm hoping that keeps me out of jail.
I have a new comment here that says, so Doug, I'm starting a new building project. It will be a deluxe Telecaster with a 51 Nocaster pups and a maple Strat neck.
Nice. Have you thought about doing the reverse neck Telecaster, which I think is a rare bird, which is actually nice. I'm not familiar with those pickups, but I am dead set against putting humbuckers into a Telecaster. I'm dead set against it. And I don't know why. I think it's not right. It's not right, Telecaster. But what I would do, Daniel, I would turn that thing into a Squire with one pickup, Squire, reverse Strat neck, like Hendrix. What are you doing?
I just need to lick you.
She's gonna lick me, people.
Well, because my tongue tastes funny.
Your tongue tastes funny.
Yeah, because hear me out.
All right, wait, let me take Daniel's comment away just so you can see what she's doing.
Okay, so I am high. I took cannabis oil.
Yes.
Which kind of numbs your mouth, and you get dry mouth from cannabis anyway. And so I'm also drinking spicy lemonade. It's like pretty much, if you ever see me with one of these, 99% chance it has, 80% chance spicy lemonade, 20% chance it's iced tea.
No, it's almost 100. You're wrong. Wrong.
But it's not summer.
Wrong.
It's not summer yet.
Wrong.
I think I'm going to start having a caffeine a day.
Keeps the doctor away.
In any case.
All right. So you're going to lick my arm.
No, but and then the spicy and the lemony of that with the
dry
mouth,
and the thing.
I'm going to lick you.
All right. There we go. Oh,
you have a lip print.
I'm bleeding, folks. She bit me. She bit me. Somebody bit me. Yeah, and not good. You can have some of this beautiful. Anyway, Daniel says amen, Stacy, because it's always good to
amen to licking Doug.
Lick your husband.
Or you can lick whoever you want.
Whatever you want.
You can lick your friends behind.
And if you don't lick, then you can't lick, and you're no friend of mine.
That's funny. I broke up with a guy once. Well, I was gonna break up with him, and then he broke. He broke up with me, and I was trying to find a way to break up with him because he didn't need pussy, and then he broke up with me, and I was so happy. But my grandmother was bummed out because he had a lot of money.
Tracy says, "Welcome to the vampire world." And then Daniel's going to send me a picture of his real 52 telly. I still have the original neck in. Oh, nice. Why don't you mail those to me? I have a Telecaster that needs a neck. That'd be good.
We've provided you hours of information in entertainment. You should send us presents.
I'm good for it.
Send us presents.
Duh. Anyways, I'm sorry about your.
Tracy sends us presents.
I'm sorry about the guy that wouldn't.
Anne sends us presents.
I'm sorry about the guy that wouldn't go down there. That's.
Oh God, that was like kind of the least of the problems, but that was like the biggest deal breaker for me. Like I could deal with like a dial tone of a personality because I have enough personality for everyone.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's what people tell me, that I am a dial tone.
I could deal with the constant sports watching, and I'm talking all the sports. I could deal with the fact that he was kind of short. I could even deal with the fact that he was kind of judgmental and snotty.
What you could not deal with
I
was
could
your
even deal with the fact that his son had a massive crush on my daughter.
Nope.
But two deal breakers were didn't eat pussy, and his ex-wife still seemed to have her claws in him. He actually told me that his ex-wife wanted my social security number so she could run a credit check on me.
Yeah, the ex-wife can eat a dick.
Yeah, okay, but
not mine.
But hear me out.
I'm just saying that
if your ex-wife,
in this case,
if your ex-wife is asking someone you're dating,
then there's way too much control over that situation.
That's not a good situation.
Unless you were say you were going to move into the house and he had full custody of the kids or something, and she wanted to do a Corey check.
Well, listen, but you can have a background check on you can run a background check on anybody for $19.99 online. Like for $49.99, they'll give you a DNA sample. Like it's all on the internet. So if you want to know, you know. But the fact that he would fucking ask me that question, like if I were him and he had money and lived well beneath his means, and of course the guy cruised. Seriously, nice guy. We're friendly today, but cruise ships. Oh my God, I can't think of anything worse. He goes on like 2 cruises a year.
Jennifer Corey's here.
Hey, Jen. Oh my God,
she has made it
to see us live.
in time to see us.
Jen has made some of the most thoughtful comments lately about how we're meant to be together and how the podcast is hilarious.
I don't
just
yeah.
general
I don't
think
the world is safe.
Kind of shit.
I don't think the world's safe with you running around solo. You need me to kind of
stop me.
It's kind of a yin and a yang situation.
It's actually really funny. We had a really moving service at Jen. I'm going to tell you about this because we were talking about this the other day. It's our new church. If you went, she says all truth. Thank you, baby. So we went to our the Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral. They know, some of them know we have a podcast, but we're like,
we tell them not to watch.
Do not watch our podcast.
They don't like the name of the podcast either.
Before you know it, it's going to be like a rumor around the church about the dirty podcast. But anyway,
there's those people over there. The one with the hair.
Author Ron Frost. Oh, every service, somebody stops me and talks to me about my hair, and they're so sweet about it. And every week, I get at least one hug. I think I got 3 hugs and a kiss this week.
Nice.
So it was a good week for me. Yeah. I'm turning chicks. Church.
She's a church hoe.
Like
is what she is.
School all over.
Church hoe.
What was I looking up?
Dave Eastier says, I would take her over Burger Clown.
I don't know what Burger Clown is.
I don't know what Burger Clown is either, but it could be Burger Clown.
I've been playing Burger Time.
And then Jennifer says, ha ha ha, I love how real you guys are. This is all an act. She's really demure. She wears Brooks Brothers.
No, I had a guy like, oh my God, these people that want me to act normal, I have leaned into my freaky since I met you.
Oh, absolutely. You know,
like it's been
you know what it is?
Like it was like, we meet, like I'm working so hard. I'm making all this money. I'm helping Doug with all of his shit. And then
she gets sick.
We get married. Everything goes to shit.
I gave her the clap.
Everything went to shit. How many job losses?
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
disease.
It's like you know how you remember on the Munsters that it was always raining just over their house. That's how it felt for us. Anyways,
natural disasters.
We have a Cat 5 coming at you. Anyways, we made it this far, so we're here to.
I don't know what Burger Clown is.
I don't know what Burger Clown is. Oh, he means Donald Trump. That's what he means.
So
wait, is Stacey running for president?
Actually, I've been asked previously if I would ever run for office by seriously, like at least a handful of people. And my answer is always they would find stuff that they could use. Like, I'm an open book, so I don't know that they could find something, but like
she broke up with me because I would not eat the pussy.
You don't eat pussy and you're judgmental. Like those are deal breakers for me. As a matter of fact, you're a little too judgy for me.
Oh, I'll judge you all day long.
Judge and jury.
I went to school for it.
Judge Judy. Judge jury.
All I did in art school was critique people's stuff. It was just a critiquing class. Anyway, so Daniel
with an owl.
That was an owl. Just Daniel sending me pictures of his 52 Teleneck and the 52 and the 2 Seymour Duncan humbuckers. Don't put humbuckers in your Telecaster. I'll come there and punch you right in the dick. Ooh. It's against the law. Humbuckers in a Tele. Left my wallet in El Segundo. What's he talking about?
Open up your Facebook so you can pull his pictures up.
So then, but you're with your BFF.
That's right. And you pull that up, and I will respond to Anne's comment.
Anne saying
so
hello.
Pull up the picture from your Facebook. You can do it on your other browser.
Well, I could. All right.
Okay. So, Anne, yes, I am with my BFF. Although sometimes he drives the shit out, drives me crazy.
Hence,
that's the name of the podcast.
The podcast.
Hashtag Marital Hate. But at the end of the day, we love each other, and I think that it will truly be a case of till death do us part. Anne says, hello, all. Girl, we have been missing you. I hope you are home safely. I have been thinking about you and dealing with house guests and just haven't, but I'm always thinking of you. And we were just saying that we wish you were here. So I hope you're recovered from your vacation. I know that that's a lot. And let's catch up soon. And Tracy is saying hello back to you. And then David is saying line from Messiahs.
Prefab Messiahs was a band in Worcester. Yes, and they used Ronald McDonald as their weird mascot because I think a couple of guys worked at McDonald's at Main South. Song weirdos everywhere. I'm a song weirdo. Wait till you hear some of my new lyrics.
Muck Sticky
is your friend.
Muck Sticky is my friend.
And
he came here to have a good time. Oh my God.
So this is Daniel's dick pic. That's his.
What if we could do Sunday with our 1 year anniversary of our podcast with Muck Sticky?
I'm trying
to lose my fucking
settle
mind.
down, Famke. I'm trying to show Daniel's pictures. There's his dick pic right there of the Stratneck, and then here is look at that. Look at that tail. You got the little Seymours in there. It looks like. Look at the grain. Look at that grain right there. That is deluxe. The black pick guard is very nice. You've got the 3 saddles right here, the screws in them. That's not so bad, Daniel. That's not so bad. We like it. Thank you for sharing. So we have Anne says she's home safely, but wish she was still there. Oh, well, back to real life. And the cold. Well, it wasn't that cold. It was like 40, 50. And then Tracy is making fun of Daniel for stroking the neck. It's kind of what you got to do to make her sing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what's happening in the world. I was just having a fantasy about a conversation with Muck Sticky. We're going to get him all right, guys, here's my goal. We get Muck Sticky to come on our 1 year anniversary of the podcast. It's on a Sunday. He lives in the local area. We'll go to his house. We'll invite ourselves. We'll bring to his house. We'll bring flamingos for the whole family. That would be so nice.
It's not in the budget.
It's in the budget.
It's not in the budget.
It's in the budget.
It's not in the budget.
I'll just give him mine.
We actually have zero budget.
I know.
So therefore, when I say it's not on the budget, it doesn't fit
Yeah, but we'll just give him ours.
in our.
We'll just give him ours.
No, those are our thing. It's our
I know,
logo
but
and our
it's Muck
mascot.
Sticky. I would give him
Listen,
anything.
well,
I would give him my butthole.
hashtag McSticky, and then Jennifer says, "I say do it." Well, we need. It's not on the budget. How much is each flamingo? $30?
No, $12.99.
$12.99.
When we first bought them,
That's
they were $30.
$12.99
The first time
over budget.
the first 2 times we bought them, they were $30.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
What?
This-
We have to allow like $50 a year.
Yeah,
for
but then we have to
flamingos.
drive up there to wherever he lives.
No,
It's an
yeah, he
hour.
lives in Brandon. It's an hour
Don't
away.
tell people. Don't dox him.
I'm sorry.
You're doxing him.
No, but so I want to hear me out.
If you can make it happen, I will sign off on the overage of the
Will
budget.
you get baked with me and Muck Sticky?
I don't like to get baked.
Would you do mushrooms with me and Muck Sticky?
I don't want to have some sort of weird orgy.
We're not going to have an orgy.
Look,
I
am bad enough
mushrooms, yeah.
without mushrooms or anything. Like
I know,
I'm
but
bad enough.
We've been saying we're going to do mushrooms for months. We haven't done them yet.
That
The
would be a
problem
month
is
room.
now that all these little children keep showing up at our house all day asking for fucking snacks.
Yeah.
How the hell are we supposed to be naked in our pool while we do mushrooms? What the fuck?
I don't know. So she
Rude.
says she can't wait for the pool to be warm enough to float in her flamingo.
Girl, let me just tell you, it's refreshing on your buttocks.
Oh, it is.
But
I
when
went
you go
in
in-
yesterday.
But when you go inside, it's going to take you like 2 hours to warm them up, which is why you should get a fucking biomat like I've been telling you. Never mind fixing your
So if you're
septic
gonna
system.
have butt stuff,
Hang on a second.
float around in the flamingo for a
it'll
while,
numb you up.
and it'll numb yourself
But
up.
hear me out. Hear me out. You've been buying things and spending your money frivolously, like a septic system. Really?
Don't need that.
Do you really need HVAC?
Just put a
Really?
hole in the
You're
ground.
just being frivolous.
Should people live in
Truck payment? You're
And-
so irresponsible.
Rice Pilaf, Georgia? They should just have an outhouse. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking.
Rice peel off, Georgia.
So Daniel says the picture of the neck is not from me. It's from the Facebook marketplace of the stroking. He found that 52 in an abandoned storage unit. Wow, the nice grab. Mushrooms are quite a trip, says Jennifer.
Jennifer, I will tell you, I have not had a ton of experience with mushrooms, like 2 or 3 now, maybe.
I don't know.
But I always just get like a little bit like I don't think I'm taking not enough. I get I start to process feelings that I haven't processed. And it's funny because I was doing that today, even though I wasn't
You were not on mushrooms.
I wasn't on any drugs, and I just started to process some feelings, Doug, and I had this huge deep conversation
Well,
about my childhood and my parents' relationship. And
it wasn't really a conversation. You just talked for an hour, and I'm like, really? That happened? Holy shit.
yeah, I'm like
it was-
Forrest Gump, but with bad stuff. Like it's like a Lifetime movie of the week with Forrest Gump. It's really fucking sad. You know, have you ever heard of a child being forced to write a letter to DCF and write, "I am not under duress"? I did. It was me. I am not under duress.
Wow. Are you under duress now?
I was literally told.
Are you under
Write
duress
in
now?
this letter,
Right
I am
in this
under
moment?
no duress. They told me to write
Yeah,
that in the
well,
letter.
Sound like somebody.
16 years old. They basically had a gun to my head.
Yeah.
I
So-
was living there,
It's not
and I
good.
had nowhere to go, and nobody was going
Look,
to stand up.
you were a
for
little
me.
girl.
I'm
Get
just
over
going
it.
down
Get
a
over
rabbit
it.
hole.
Get
The
over
point
that
is,
and all your other
mushrooms
crap.
help you process feelings, but I think meditation does as well. So if you don't want to do drugs, you can just work on your meditation, work on your spirituality, journaling, ask your gods or your spirit guides or the universe or whatever, some tea leaves. I don't give a fuck. Ask this alligator for all I fucking care. Take a look at his cloaca. See what it tells you to do. That's not the point.
What is it, like a
point-
magic 8-ball cloaca?
The point is that
Ask again
I've
later.
been being introspective and working on myself for quite some time, but lately I seem to be ramping it up. And
You're supposed to be the extrovert in this relationship.
I'm having trouble with that.
Mm.
In any case, yeah, if you want to do mushrooms, do them, but there's
Yeah.
other ways. And then wait, there's so many things.
All right.
Tracy says privacy fences. It's a rental. 1, 2, we have hedges all around our property.
Yeah, we
And
can
we
kind of get
literally
away
have a
with it.
sign up that says caution nude sunbathers, and people still show up. Not as bad. It's only happened like twice, but like, and I gave the landscapers a show one day, and almost my landlord and another landscaper. But you know, I don't give a fuck. I just don't. But like, I don't want to get arrested, and I don't want to impress upon young children. So guess we can't have sex on the side of the pool anymore in the middle of the day. Fuck. Tracy says, laughing my ass off. I love you guys. Oh, good. Thank you. We love you. And she says, hashtag rice pilaf Georgia.
We love Georgia.
We should make a montage of all the different things you've called Tracy City. That would be so fucking funny. And Jen says, oh, that can be both scary and helpful. Oh, a montage of you fucking smashing your face. Yeah, it can be. So you have to start small, and you want to be in a safe environment. Obviously, the best environment would be in a ceremonial state. But if not, like with someone who has mushroom experience themselves in a familiar environment, maybe they're taking a low dose and you're taking a higher dose. Like that's what they do with ayahuasca. So everybody in the room takes the dose of ayahuasca, but the teachers take significantly less, whereas they have like a tolerance or whatever.
Teachers. It's a sorry excuse to go and trip balls with a bunch of people.
I guess so. Tracy says, nice picture, Daniel. That was a great selling picture. Oh, okay. And then Jen says that is, and Tracy says
sad. That is sad because or embarrassing that you were not under duress.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And I hadn't thought about it in like, I don't know what happened when I was like 15, 32 years. I really thought about it in 32 years and just so we talked about it today, and it was I'm glad that you had the time, despite the reason that you had the time. And I'm glad you had the time to help me. And I'm glad that I'm glad that you had the time to help me. I'm glad that you held space for me and you did a great job. And then I'm glad that I processed those feelings in a better way than I previously have. I will probably have to do it again and maybe a couple times after that. But I appreciated that. And I also appreciated the deep dicking you gave me today.
Thank you.
High five, bro. And then, the sign. So my hot ass neighbor Jen down the street bought me the sign. It's over there. It looks like Douglas may be going to get it. I'm always like, don't spend any money on it. It's like, save your money. They have young kids, and I know how expensive that is, and we don't need anything. But this was pretty fucking awesome.
Notice.
She gives really good gifts. That's the problem. She needs to save her money, but she gives really good gifts.
To notice.
She should be a shopper. Personal shopper. So that's the sign she got us. And she also got us this really cool flamingo, and they're just the nicest people ever.
That sign in the next hurricane could behead somebody. So we have to make sure we take it in. Hurricane.
Well, we've had enough crime in fucking Cape Coral lately. More on that in a minute. Daniel says, in the 80s, I consumed copious amounts of that white powder and crank crystal meth. But mushrooms are either and other hallucinogenics scare me.
Indeed.
By the way, I can't handle weed. So with cannabis, it really depends on the strain and how much you have. It's a varying difference. I've never used cocaine. I certainly haven't used crystal meth.
She doesn't need to, folks.
I don't think that those would be good drugs for me.
No.
But also, I had a guy try to give me coke once. I told you this story, right?
Yeah, you did.
He was like, I have a surprise coming for us. And you know me, like, I'm all like, oh, a surprise? Like what? Monkeys? Candy? Cake? Like, what is it? And he's like, I got us a couple of bumps.
Like being all cool.
Huh? And then I had another guy. I was dressed as Marilyn Monroe on Halloween. He invited me to go skiing with him. And I was like, oh, thanks, but I don't have time this weekend. I didn't bring any ski clothes. That's not what he meant. He didn't mean going.
Oh, he wanted a little snowy powder.
He wanted to put a little cocaine on my ass crack and snort it on out.
Hey, if I had a nickel for every guy that wanted to snort cocaine off your ass crack.
Imagine if I had just done that one thing differently. Do you ever think about that? Like one thing you could have done differently in your life that would have changed the course of everything? Like, what if you never met me? What if you never met me?
What if your podcast was some other loser?
Oh, that doesn't eat pussy and goes on cruises. He's a nice guy, really. Like, I'm friends with him to this day. He's a nice guy. He's married. I'm so happy for him and his beautiful family. He's just not for me. And by the way, as much I was not for him. Look at me. I'm terrible. Well, and by the way, when he met me, I had a job. For everybody. I was way skinnier. You're I had normal hair. I didn't have tattoos. I didn't have piercings. I was like.
You were like a color forms, like without the color forms stuck on to them.
Was I like Heather Locklear in Melrose Place?
No, that reminds me of somebody else.
Who was I like?
When I met you?
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara and Modern Family.
Oh. Yeah. And now?
HR puff and stuff.
What about, we were talking about what the kids on the street would call us. Remember, they were calling you Shrek. You want them to call you old white man.
Yeah, old white man.
There's a kid. There's a white kid now, though. There's one white kid, and he's real white. Real white. You come to my house for snacks, I'm going to talk about you on my podcast. And he has a mullet, like down to
It's not only a mullet. It's like,
it's amazing.
Edgar Winter or Johnny Winter, only shaved on the side.
Find a picture of one of those people because it's amazing. It's the most beautiful mullet I have ever seen in my life. And the kid's skinny as shit, and he has like a little chain on. It's the cutest thing. And one of them has a do-rag on half the time. But when he doesn't have his do-rag on, I don't recognize him. It's not even a do-rag. It's a bonnet like I have to sleep in. He looks super cute either way. He's a cute kid. And they're usually very polite. The kid, Zach, is he's the most polite by far. And we really like him. If I won the lottery, I would do something for him.
It kind of looks a lot like that right there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have time to pull that up. But yeah, a lot like that. Coming over. Getting some Kirkland water. Anyway. Anywho.
Okay, what am I looking for?
I don't know what you're looking for. Bring up a topic. Mariella's Meandering Musings gave us a thumbs up. Nick Williams and Todd Alvey have given us thumbs up for our troubles tonight.
You had something you were telling me. Was it the guy's hair? Oh, mullet.
Yeah, I just showed it.
Oh, you did?
You didn't see me?
No,
I had it on my
missed
phone
it.
and I held it up and you didn't yell at me.
Oh, okay, that's why you know I didn't yell at you.
Yeah.
I didn't see it if I didn't yell at you, but you can just do it just as easily on your laptop.
I could.
So now you know. And you won't even get yelled at. Jen's got a broken heart. And Tracy says that's awesome. So it's funny because you could take any of these comments out of context.
Oh, you could just say, yeah, that's awesome.
Jen's got a broken heart that I never did cocaine. And
maybe
Tracy
you know what?
It's awesome.
Wait, no.
Molested.
No, you know what's awesome is that Dana used to do copious amounts of Peruvian marching powder. Jen is just laughing. She didn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
she's just laughing.
I'm glad you're
laughing her head off.
Daniel says he sounds like an unsophisticated savage. His poor wife. Listen, he's got a lot of money. And
yeah, but
and all he wants to do is go on fucking cruises and football games. Jesus Christ!
I do not
play golf.
I am not going on a cruise.
But like, listen. At the time, I was praying for a partner that could support me, that would be a father to my daughters, and that was like safe, and he was all of those things. It just happened to be that
safe is boring.
And I'm so and I was really sad that I was sad that it didn't work out. Like, and I didn't know how to end it. But then I was even more sad because I was like, oh my God, like he's a good guy. Like I'm really missing out. And then I'm so glad that it did not work out because I wouldn't be who I am today without this motherfucker right there.
Well, I showed you how it's done. Is what I did.
Thank you.
I want to share this.
Tracy says very nice. And
very nice.
Danielle says, hi, Jen. Which Jen? Oh, Jen Corey. Daniel, Jen is a friend from back in Massachusetts. She has Lyme. She's a sweetheart. Jen, right?
Is it Jen or Jen? Okay.
Hey, he said, hi, Jen.
Okay.
Jen, I believe you're in Massachusetts. Am I losing my mind? I'm sorry. I'm just having a time tonight. I'm baked. I don't even know where I'm from right now. Mars. I don't even know what that is.
All right. This guy, I hope this clip. Yeah, we're going to. Okay.
You got to put your arms around the camera.
I know.
Well, we can hear it. Okay. So you might as well just pull it up.
Sorry. All right. This guy does a little bit on cruises. Let me see if I can pull it up for you because it's unbelievably funny.
You can full screen.
Stop with cruises.
They're awful. Gross.
That was comedy gold. You couldn't hear him. I'm sorry you couldn't hear him.
Here's the thing.
Look it up, Tom Papa on Conan talking about cruises.
Okay, so I'm not trying to dox anybody here, and I am so sorry that if somebody can trace you this way, but this guy that we're talking about, his dad, his mom died on a cruise ship.
She should probably
and it was awful, and it was, but this is national news. Like it was covered. His mom fell on the cruise ship, had a heart attack and fell and hit her head, or fell and had a heart attack. Who knows? But she was bleeding and dead on the ground. His poor father. And because there's like, it's basically Pirates of the Caribbean out there, Caribbean.
There's no laws.
Like it's like Anna Nicole Smith and like, I don't know, Scott Peterson. It's just nonsense out there. And so they're like, and Howard K. Stern and the other guy that was the dad. So there's basically no fucking laws. And so they're like, okay, so you can't go back to your room. You have to, I don't know if they had him stay in a different room or whatever, but he was like basically like cordoned off, or maybe he had to stay in his room. I don't remember what it was, but they basically had him.
Couldn't leave town.
He was like literally like he couldn't get a toothbrush. Like it was absolutely awful. And I believe the family sued, and I hope they got a lot of money. So I think he's gone on cruises since then.
Well,
they probably got a lot of fucking free cruises.
Yeah.
On the deal.
Cruises for
probably
life.
What happened. Hang on, let me just check his Facebook.
I will say this, but I don't know if you could hear. You guys couldn't hear the Tom Papa thing, but he said you're not supposed to be out in the ocean. He says the best thing about cruises are the 7 meals a day, and then they says what everybody does is they waddle back to their room and take a giant dump in the ocean. I just thought it was hysterical.
Sorry about that, guys.
So anyway, that's that. I don't have. Oh, you know what? I had a story. I had a couple of stories, but this one was like germane to our podcast. I thought. Can I open it? Share screen, window. I gotta open it in its own tab.
Oh my god! I just realized something. He probably knows somebody else that went to the same university.
I don't know. Hang on. Share screen. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Well,
but that's way too late.
Yeah. All right. So are married people happier than those that are not? A new poll has answers. Would you guys be interested? Yeah, that would have been, yeah.
That's a cruise ship.
Cruise ship.
They went on a cruise ship after.
No. So anyways, apparently the answer was yes, that people were, they were 12 to 24% happier.
Pull it back. So it's not the article being read. 12% happier when?
The married people were 12 to 24% happier, depending on the year, according to the data about being married adults. And anyways, do I need to get married to be happier? No, I don't think
Not
so.
Not necessarily.
No.
Sometimes you can be miserable.
Yeah.
You pick the most important decision you will make in your life is who you're going to marry. We both fucked that up. Oh, I don't want to speak for you. I fucked that up.
I fucked that up.
Where's the bell?
I should be here. I brought it over in the
bean it off your goddamn head.
Jen says probably because the dating scene is a shitstorm. Yeah, it kind of is.
But Daniel's single and he's already putting moves on you. So.
And Tracy says she just got lucky with Beck because that like kind of avoided.
Yeah, because you're a smart one. You're a lesbian. But I don't think either one of them is like, I don't know.
What
Tracy does drive an F-150, but I'm looking for like a butch lesbian with a lot of money who wants a pillow princess, who is into Jeeps.
You want Ruby Rose is what you want. With a truck
I find her to be
a tool.
She's too hot. I need somebody who's like looks like a dude, like a Vanilla Ice looking girl.
Nice looking.
I want a lady who looks like Vanilla Ice and like acts like Vanilla Ice and has Vanilla Ice money and fixes things like Vanilla Ice. I want lady
pussy like Vanilla Ice. That was for you, baby.
Wait, honey. So can we have a throuple with a lady who's just like Vanilla Ice? That seems like it would be fun. You guys could go to motocross and watch sports together.
I don't want that.
Do you think Vanilla Ice drives around playing his own music?
Now, if you
Do
want
you
to,
think Vanilla Ice drives around playing his own
probably,
music?
yeah, his tunes are rocking.
You drive around playing your own music.
I
So
listen to it in the car. Yeah, I want to listen to it in all facets.
all of its
All
glory.
right, so if how about we just negotiate? We'll we'll be in a throuple with a woman that is into you.
Yeah.
And I, whatever. But she looks like Shakira.
And
I'll just sit at the side of the bed going, Shakira, Shakira.
I just thought of something that would be really cool to do.
What's that?
We were talking about ending credits for the podcast.
Yes.
I was thinking about my hair because, by the way, notwithstanding that face that you got before, which I can't, like, this lady did not enjoy my hair. Notwithstanding the face that I got before, everybody's either like, most people, like, people will like be like, but most people like stop me and they're like, oh my God, I love your hair. It's amazing. Who does it? Blah, blah, blah. So we need to do like an outro to the podcast. We also need to do a short promo. But at the end of the day, what I'd like to do is, give Zasha credit for her hard work because, girl.
There's a lot
Hair.
going on there. It's a lot of work, a lot of hard work.
Hair. Now if I can just get somebody to come do my makeup and my nails.
What about this lady right here?
Although, actually, I would be willing to do nails. What do you think? Do you think she would like this?
What, that lady?
Yeah.
She was afraid of it. She was
It didn't even look this crazy.
If you paid good money to see the Red Sox at spring training and had to sit behind that, it's like sitting behind Dan Blocker with
but
a sombrero
I was like way
on.
down. There was like 3 rows above us. Like I waited till the other family left, and then I pulled up.
Well, Jen says your hair is awesome.
Thank you. It's a whole thing. And I'm just gonna answer the most frequent questions that I get asked. So it's I've had them for 6.5 years now, I think.
At least some. Yeah, you went partials
like
first.
I started with partials, and I went full head. I actually did a set before that I tried to do myself, and I just didn't know. I couldn't see it to section it, and having my daughter help was, gosh, she didn't want to help, and it made me sad. But what are you gonna do? I remember really trying to connect with her that night and being really sad that she just like.
Which night was that?
The night that we were doing my dreads, and I asked Noelle for help. And I was like, can you just help me with this? And she just she just didn't want to. Anyway, Jen says your hair is awesome. Oh, so back to the hair. So 6 years ago, I went to a salon and had a partial install. Since then, I started at Raging Roots, which I believe is now closed. And then I had someone come to me because of COVID. Then I found Limelight. Kayla is absolutely amazing. If you're in the Connecticut area or even Massachusetts, because no one's doing them. Darcy, do dreadlocks. Fucking Jenna, do dreadlocks. I'm actually going to reach out to Jenna about that because she'll have a full fucking book.
Oh yeah.
And then so then I moved to Florida, and Taylor was highly recommended, and so I go to Manifest in Fort Myers. Taylor's books got full, and I had to cancel on her twice, so I probably got bumped for that. And so Sasha's been doing them ever since. I came to her with this idea about the color. She sent me a link to the store to order them from, which was Boho Lucy Dreads on Etsy. They also have their own website. If you want a coupon code, let me know. And maybe I can get her to sponsor us.
Jen says that had to take forever to do. It really didn't.
So when I first had them put in, it was like 4 hours, and then the second time was like 3 hours, but that included maintenance. And then these I purchased. So they're just basically made of dyed rolled cotton. So it comes across like a dreadlock, and they're double-ended. So they just push it right through. It takes 2 seconds. And then the wraps, like they take like 2 minutes each. So yeah, I mean, it's always going to be an evolving thing. I hate to say this, but at some point I'm going to have to trim it. I mean, I've trimmed like little pieces here and there, but I mean, like at some point I'm going to have to trim it. And just because it'll get too heavy for me. And I'm a strong girl. And it's actually funny because I bought all these little crystals that I'm going to sew in, and I haven't put them in yet because I wanted to get adjusted to the new weight. So I guess we'll put a couple crystals in. Maybe this weekend, if I'm a good girl, Doug will sew crystals into my hair. That's like the most hippie thing that has ever been said. Hey, baby, can I have a... Thank you. I'll have anything. I don't care. Apple juice, champagne, some fine champagne. I'll take whatever. I don't care. I haven't had champagne in forever. And it's so, like, I like a glass of wine every once in a while, and it's not great to have with lime, but I like it. And my friend Gautam would have a glass of wine with me at home, and I miss that about him. And Doug's not really a wine guy, so I miss that. And my friend Sarah would come, my Swedish friend Sarah would come over with wine. One would bring red, one would bring white. That's perfect. Jen said that had to take forever to do. Oh, I already got that. Okay, so we have so many things that we haven't even begins to touch base on. So the boys were here Thursday. You guys saw us, right? Like, we were here, podcast kids, like, nice to meet you. Everybody's happy to be there. Can you do me a teeny favor? Can we do half Topo Chico in there and some apple juice? So it's like diluted for me.
I put lemon in this one.
Lemon and apple go together? I think so.
That's an apple lemon. Would you like to try it?
We're playing bartender here. By the way, these little apple juices at Costco.
Oh, they're so good.
It's Martinelli's, but I can't open it. Okay. So I had many a topic. So the boys were here Friday night.
Boys were here Thursday. They got here Thursday.
They got here Thursday. We did the podcast. If you missed it, it was a good one, but we were kind of all over the place, as is per usual. I'm such a fucking spaz.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the boys were here for that. So Friday, you finished work early,
and we loaded up the truck.
What did you guys do this weekend, by the way? We want to know. We loaded up the truck.
No, and moved to Beverly.
No, but did we do something before we went to the game?
Mm-mm.
We just hung out till we went to the game?
No, we hit Ford's on for burgers on Thursday.
Yeah, but on Friday.
And then on Friday, I think we just went to the game early. I don't think we did anything before that.
Did we play Flux?
Oh, I think I went to Target with Wes.
And we played Flux.
Mm-hmm.
Winner. 2 times in a row.
Then I won 3 times in a row.
Poor Nolan didn't win at all. We do not go easy on them. Nope. They're smart. They're capable. They're grown-ass men. Wes is almost fucking 30. Jesus. Yeah. So that was so we went to the game.
Went to the Sox game. We saw the lady. So
we
Red
didn't
Sox
see
won.
It till later. We found out about
great
it later.
Game.
I got that beautiful email.
Red Sox went up. I think they went up 5-0, and then the Twins came back, and it was back and forth. And the Sox had a couple of clutch home runs at the end to win it, and it was awesome. Anytime you hear the Standells do dirty water in the stadium, it's always a good thing. And yeah, we had a great time. It was a beautiful night. It was absolutely beautiful. And we even had fun in the parking lot.
I can't believe these kids are out at 9 o'clock on a fucking school night.
Jen crashed hard from pushing too hard on Friday. That's how they get you. That's how they get you on Friday.
I'm sorry. Should these kids be out this late?
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's a school night.
As far as we know, yeah.
Okay.
They probably should not be.
I don't know.
Although it did make me laugh because they were like going to play basketball or hide and seek, and I remember that was the thing. You find your friends on the street and you play hide and seek.
That is fun. Yeah. I miss playing. We used to play with my cousins in my grandparents' neighborhood. And we would hop over fences, but they didn't know people, and I did. I could go to somebody's house and have a sandwich.
Nice.
It was unfair. No wonder they hated me.
Tracy learned how to harvest carrots, beets, radishes, and true Vidalia onions thanks to her neighbor.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. Pat Lowry's here, and he says you cheat at trivia. I haven't lately. I haven't played trivia in a really long time. Not since with Mike DeGane, and we miss it. But we need like a Saturday or Sunday trivia because we do the podcast every night.
We also need to find a good townie bingo down here because
a local one with like the.
They have like one with the lottery, but it's not good.
Keith's here. Keith Sargent. What's up?
Hello, Keith.
Also went to Coyle class of. Actually, I think he's a year behind me. I was 94. I believe he was 93. So Tracy learned how to do a bunch of stuff. So then we went to. Wait, what day did we go to La Casita?
Saturday.
So we went to the game. There were cute little kids behind us. I can't decide if I'm annoying or charming. Y'all have to tell me. We did not win any eggs. We're sad.
We didn't win. They give out eggs.
I spent 4 innings responding to an email. I could have spent the entire game responding to an email. But
Jen
Nolan
loves
and
bingo, so we love
Yeah,
Jen.
let's go.
She's good.
So Nolan and I were checking out guys. There was this one guy in the Red Sox who has a really bad mullet perm that's dyed blonde. It's terrible.
Duran.
But he can hit.
He did, yeah, he did
He got
all
a
right.
couple good hits.
And Rafi Devers hit a nice home run. It was like it was going up as it left the stadium.
And our friend Todd sent us a video of the. Actually, I should show.
Yeah, we watched it. We watched it on Sunday. We tried to find us, but like on the YouTube stuff, we couldn't find us because they actually cut out. They showed every at bat, every pitch, but they don't show like the crowd shots in between and stuff like that. So we didn't get on, but it was a fun time. In I don't know if you've ever been to the stadium down here. It's a mini Fenway. It's like all the signs are lettered the same, all the snack bars, and then they also have a $42 lobster roll. If you're hungry,
Crazy.
at least that's what it was last year. I didn't look at the sign this year. So
sometimes my hair is cute. Sometimes it's silly. What is it right now?
looks like Bob Marley got in a fight with a ceiling fan.
Well, there you go. And a ceiling fan that was like in Punky Brewster's house.
Maybe. So then on Saturday we went to Ding Darling. We had the Florida Wildlife Extravaganza going down. Ding Darling is a wildlife preserve that you can actually drive through on Sanibel Island. So on the way, I said, "Hey, look, there's 2 buzzards in that tree." Well, we look up, and they weren't buzzards. They was bald eagles. 2 of them.
2 dose.
I've only seen
bald
3
eagles.
in my lifetime prior to that, and I saw.
You've seen 3 total prior to that.
I saw
or
3
2?
Total prior to that.
So we saw
And
the
then
one on
I saw.
Pine Island.
I saw. Yeah, that was here.
We saw one in Maine.
I saw one in Maine,
And then you had seen
and then
one.
I saw one in Waltham over the reservoir, and this was number 4 and 5. Boom, just sitting on this branch up there. So on our trek through Ding Darling in the car, we pulled up and we watched an osprey with a big fish in a tree, just eating that fish. It was great. We have some video of it, but
not unlike my husband this afternoon.
I wasn't in a tree.
No, no, but my leg feels like it was in a tree. I have a cramp. That's what happens when you get
sex
old.
injury.
You get sex injuries.
So anyway, I don't think we can show those.
Well, I'm saying it was Boston Red Sox posted this video. It was sent to me by one Todd Alvey, and we were between home plate and third base.
We were 8 rows back from home plate.
We were in the good seats,
third base,
$60 a pop.
All right, but what I'm saying is I don't think you can legally show that on our podcast. So I'm trying to get you to take. There you go.
But it's a reels.
And you know what? You know what? The people that are in charge of the
that's the bad hair
of rights for Major League Baseball is going to be like. All right, so we watched the thing in the tree. We went and we looked at pink spoonbills and some other birds that were really super fancy and just making noise like monkeys. So that was really cool. And so then we ended up going to the beach for a little bit. And then on our way home,
there was no spots. I drove around, but I did give away a duck, and they said we'd rather have a parking spot. And I thought, sorry, I can't help you.
So.
And I double parked. Go ahead.
On the way back over the bridge.
Oh, this is crazy.
To Sanibel. We were going back to Fort Myers from Sanibel. Dolphin. Yeah.
Dolphin. I had to look over the side of the bridge. By the way,
and the whole time she's like, I can't look up. I can't look over the bridge. I can't look over the bridge.
The Jeep doors. I'm terrified of heights. Terrified. Like, and it's not even like, it's not a rational thing. Like, I get vertigo. Like, if I'm at a height, I get vertigo.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of falling. I just have vertigo.
Yeah.
And so I look over, and especially with the Jeep having no doors and those walls being high up and the walls being so short, it looks like you're fucking flying, but it's also kind of the most amazing thing ever. Like, when you're like ever like on the passenger side of the Jeep, do you ever just like kind of
Like wanted, yeah.
You
Oh
feel
yeah, all
like
the
you're
time. Yeah.
flying.
The other day I was
You
like,
feel
kind of,
like
yeah.
you're fucking
Nah,
flying.
it's so good. It's so good.
If anybody wants to go for a Jeep ride over the Sanibel Bridge, come on down. I'll take you. It's fun.
It's like one of the nicest
Seriously,
rides.
come on down. Just I'm unreliable because of my illness, but I love to take my Jeep. Tony just messaged me while we're on the podcast. He's gonna let me know when he's gonna come.
All right.
When he doesn't know is now Wednesdays. I'm busy. Anyway, Tony, welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful trip.
So here's there are certain roads that everybody loves to drive on, right? The Kangamangas is fantastic.
Yes.
If you have a good car.
Hurricane Mountain Road.
Hurricane Mountain Road is another one.
Hurricane Mountain Road.
The road that goes from Oak Bluffs to Edgartown, where you have the water on both sides of you, is beautiful. And then going to Sanibel, you go over the bridge, which is gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And then once you get up to Captiva, you're driving along, and there's the Gulf of Mexico right next to you. What are you looking at? My
you
gold?
have a little bit of my lipstick on your mouth.
And that's a beautiful drive. And then when you get past the Gulf, you go past some unbelievable, like, cool oceanfront homes, actually on either side of the road.
Some of them are just ostentatious.
Some of them look like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was sent there when he got in a fight.
This is bad.
But
and there's way
some
too
of
many tourists.
And a lot of them are a lot of them got knocked down with the hurricane, but they're rebuilding. It's getting back to its like lush.
It's kind of like, I mean, if it's like if Martha's Vineyard in Hawaii had a baby.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I think like Edgartown, yeah.
But there's a lot of cute shops, and the local economy just depends on tourism.
Yeah.
And people can't afford to live in their own fucking town anymore because of awful tourists. And tourists are the worst fucking drivers on the planet. That's all. But I don't think we're tourists because like people know us.
Well, they do.
You know us at Costco and Ding Darling.
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
People know us. Church
people know
now
us.
They hug you.
We're religious fanatics now.
Kangamangas Highways is amazing on a motorcycle in the fall. I remember driving that in my my all-wheel drive turbo Eagle Talon that was just like, and it had stick shift, so you were like on rails going through that thing. It was fantastic.
I gotta scroll back.
And then I got yelled at for
Jen said I freaking loved I loved Punky Brewster. Who didn't?
Oh.
I'm like a live version of Punky Brewster. What did you have, babe?
Nothing. I think that was the only one we missed.
Trey said, awesome. Did you catch the baseball game playing?
Yeah, because she was just letting us know that.
And then Tracy says, so cool. Oh, Kangamanga Highway is amazing. So, I also hear Dragon's Tail is good. At least that's what Huddy said. Oh, as you're hearing the sirens in Cape Coral, I hope it's not another 15-year-old getting shot and critically injured off of Del Prado, which is like
Death Prado,
4 blocks away.
It's not 4 blocks, it's 1.
Maybe it's 10 blocks. I don't know, but it's fucking close.
It's a ways away. It's too close for comfort. I'll tell you that.
I think anytime a 15-year-old gets shot by another kid, it's fucking concerning. That's what happened.
Yes, indeed.
Where are your kids? I mean, like, we got these kids running around. Maybe the kids we give snacks to are like shooting up people.
It's possible.
I hope not.
No, I know. I think they're fine.
You seem like
I will say this: the road that I thought was going to be one of the greatest roads ever was the 7 Mile Bridge, and it wasn't that great. It was, you were going to the Keys, so that was great.
The problem with the 7 Mile Bridge was not the bridge itself; it was the fact that we were in a toy car.
Yeah, but you have this busted ass railroad bridge on one side of you that you don't want to look at.
It's not a great view.
And then on the other side,
but in the Jeep, it would have been a million times.
Yeah, it would have been better. Yeah,
so I think we're gonna have to do it. And maybe Tony has to meet us down there.
They could airlift the Jeep back to solid ground.
You're like, that'll be a $20,000.
I'm not driving through that town that we drove through with no doors.
You know what I would have to do? I would have to get a trailer put on the Volvo and get a tow dolly and fucking pull it back. Trailer hitch. That's how I would do it.
Oh! Now the Volvo comes in handy. I see what is happening.
It's my goddamn car.
It's also your problem.
If you don't know this for watching the podcast before, I have the car. Like, I love my car. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Although I probably need to get something newer eventually for practical reasons. And I have a Jeep Wrangler. It's a 2011 Wrangler Sport X stick shift. Nice little Jeep. 212,000 miles on it to date. And hard living oceanfront. I had a dream last night. It was I totally forgot about this. That it was in the water, like up to the fucking seats, and it was salt water. And I was like, oh, Jesus, we're never going to recover from this.
Sayonara.
I'm never going to recover from this. I have nightmares about fucking bad things happening in my Jeep. And I feel bad because I've cried on Tony more than once now. I'm like, you don't understand.
You can't cry, Tony.
I love that car more than I love my husband.
So Jen says, sounds like Springfield, Mass, constant shootings and stabbings. I think that's everywhere nowadays.
Springfield's gone crazy.
Cape Coral is 100 square miles, so there's a lot going on here, and a lot
of people have moved up from Miami, and a lot of people have moved down from other places. So we've had a huge population boom. And when you see a influx of population and rent being too damn high, groceries being too damn high, you're gonna have crime. This does not taste like lemonade.
No, what does it taste like?
It's like champagne without the fun. It
There
tastes
was-
like ginger ale, actually. Taste it. It tastes like ginger ale. Taste the ginger ale.
I was trying to find it. There was a story today that it said the top, the most expensive rents in America, and Cape Coral was in there.
We are actually getting a decent deal. We paid $23, and it's for the house. It's a 3-2, 1,100 square feet, 2-car garage, pool and lawn service included. But
naked lady on the inside.
Our dishwasher doesn't currently work, although they're coming tomorrow.
I am so psyched about that.
Thank God the fucking thing hasn't worked for a year. We should have
made
a bigger deal.
It kind of worked, but it didn't work.
We should have said something.
We should have said when we re-upped
the first 9 times.
I'll re-up, no problem. Just need a new dishwasher.
We need a new dishwasher.
Because the thing, like, you know how like it screws in and like it's supposed to be not move? Well, there was no screws. It's just completely loose. Taking it out and putting a new one in is going to be very, very easy for these folks. They should be here all of them. 20 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like I fixed our dryer the other day.
10 minutes
That was fun.
Good job.
Yeah. No. You'll get lipstick on my gold.
You're so cute sometimes.
Oh. You're still in the afterglow from this afternoon.
Yeah, if you give me listen, guys, if I'm getting plenty of dick, I'm in a good mood.
There's only so much of mine to go around, so.
He tried to fuck me with a sex toy today, but I did not like that. It was just a sex toy. It wasn't Doug or being fucked with a sex toy. It was the specific sex toy. Don't buy a sex toy from Shein, or at least don't buy that one.
It's lead. It's got lead in it.
I have lead in my pussy. Tracy says that's scary. Yes, lead in your pussy is scary, as are minor crimes. And Jennifer. Oh, and there's another trend going around where kids are kicking people's
doors. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Craziness. So.
You know, if anybody kicks my door, they're not getting any more snacks.
Yeah.
See,
that's buying snacks.
Yeah.
Actually, our door is actually backwards, so it can't get kicked in.
Right. Well, it's one of those hurricane doors that opens out, not in.
Yeah. Big thing down here, hurricane proofing. We're supposed to have a crazy hurricane season. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, I saw the thing. Hi.
But we're winning the lottery.
Risk. Hi.
Tonight we are winning the lottery. Tonight.
Yeah. I hope you guys didn't think you guys are winning, because it's all coming.
We are winning the lottery tonight.
And
we're going to have our RV by hurricane season, and we can.
I think we're going to see Ringo in Vegas.
Maybe.
I saw that he was playing there.
Let me ask you a question. Where would you like to be next? Oh, we should go leaf peeping. That's what empty nesters do. We can go on the Kangamangas with our leisure travel.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to win the lottery, and we're going to become stock photos.
We'd be like,
and we need an assortment, a racially assorted friend mix.
Do you think people know that we're from different generations? He's a boomer.
Not a boomer. I'm a nothing. I'm right on the cusp.
Look at him.
Look at this golden man before you. This golden man before you.
That's exactly why you're a boomer, because you're a golden man.
Golden man.
You're like George Harrison or Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. There's Woody Harrelson, George Hamilton, and George Harrison.
And
I don't know.
There's Richard Simmons, and I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
him.
We love it. Yeah, Richard Simmons had a cryptic tweet or something.
He is. Poor Richard.
Richard Simmons is one of the great people of all time.
As you may have heard, Pauly Shore wants to make a documentary about, or like a movie about Richard Simmons' life. He wants to play Richard Simmons. He believes it's the role he was made to play. They made a short for like parallel to Sundance or whatever, and they were hoping that it would convince Richard to get on board with the project. It was
good, by the way.
It was phenomenal. Richard has not backed the project as of yet, but it has sparked a new interest in Richard Simmons.
Richard
And the
Simmons is
movie
the best.
really
He's
could.
great. He's
And
always
even
positive.
if he wants to be in retirement, like he could literally make one showing at the red carpet,
He would.
and
Yeah.
he could take.
But
he
you
could
gotta
make
love him
so
that he
much
doesn't
money.
want to. He's like,
I
I'm
get
done
it,
with
but he could make so much money and help so many people with that.
He's
So
already
Richard,
helped
I'm
enough people.
begging. Well, he has, but Richard, I'm begging you, let them do this. Let them do this. Have script approval. Have script approval. Have actor approval.
And if you'd like to
Get
go
the
on
money.
if you'd like to go on the red carpet and you're not really confident about your looks anymore because you're getting older and you've been out of the public eye for a while, just use some gold.
Put some gold on.
Put
I
some
think
gold on,
Richard
Richard.
probably wore gold long before you even considered it.
You know what? Richard can do whatever he wants, and I got to tell you, when Richard he would go on David Letterman, and David Letterman would kind of banter with him or whatever, but like David let him be him, and kind of embrace.
They
him,
were a great combination.
So it was that like really made me appreciate both of them a little.
I liked when he would go on like Live with Regis and Kathy Lee and all like the morning shows. I would always tune in for Richard.
It was fantastic.
I would no interest in watching unless Richard was on. I absolutely loved him. I still love him to this day, and I really hope he'll do this because I want to see this story. I want them to do good with it. But what happened today, and this is where it gets really funny. So please follow him on Twitter if you don't already. I follow him from both my personal account and Marital Hate. If you follow me on Marital Hate it's at Marital Hate. I believe it's at Marital Hate. If you follow us at it's on the bottom of the screen somewhere. If you follow us at Marital Hate, we will follow you back. That's the kind of nice people we are. We follow you and we follow you back. And if we can support you in any way, if you have a small business podcast, whatever we can do to support you, we're happy to do it. We may not do it every day, but we'll usually help people out. Oh, so anyway, sorry, I have ADD. What happened? So Richard wrote, I have some news for you. Please don't be sad. I am ... dying. Oh, I could see your faces now. The truth is we are all dying. Every day we live, we are getting closer to our death. Why am I telling you this? So apparently the internet went crazy and everyone thinks Richard's dying. And so he says,
pay attention, people.
Sorry, many of you guys have gotten upset about my message today. Even the press has gotten in touch with me. I am not dying. It was a message saying I knew he wasn't dying. People are fucking stupid. How we should embrace every day with what we have. Sorry for the confusion. Love, Richard. People are fucking stupid. They need Richard. He's smart.
Yeah, he is. And Jen's like, is Richard still alive? Yeah, he's alive. He's just out of he's out of the limelight. And Ann says, Richard Simmons closed the elevator door on my husband and I on our honeymoon. That was Gene Simmons from Kiss. It wasn't Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons can do no wrong, Ann. You're confusing him with Gene Simmons with Kiss.
Wow.
Brush with greatness.
That sounds rude.
Well, maybe he was having an off day.
Richard Simmons with the curly hair.
Maybe he had to shit he was going to shit his pants and he needed to get to his
leg
floor.
Warmers and armbands on?
Maybe he needed to get up to his floor quickly.
Do I look super baked?
You are super baked. I can tell by the way you're talking. Anyway, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, we have many a story, and we haven't even gotten through the fucking weekend. So that we took the kids to church. Nolan was like, damn, they collected a lot of money, and it was okay. And I don't want to go again. And Wes was like, I really like the music. And these churches don't look like a church. And everybody at the church was they were
very welcoming.
So welcoming, introduced themselves to the boys. I got to hug some of my lady friends. I even got a smooch from Adalia. I'm like obsessed with her. She's just the most beautiful woman. She reminds me so much of my grandmother. But this is a community of beautiful people, and I just am really glad that they are tolerating us. And I wonder why.
Well,
and I wonder how long it is.
A few more episodes of this podcast will be banished.
We will be shunned.
We're gonna have to go to like the Pilgrims. They go off on they built a boat and had to go in search of religious freedom.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to go in a boat.
Okay. Tracy.
We already read that. We read
that. Richard,
we read all this except for the last one.
Okay, so I have.
Read the last one.
No, it was him in his short shorts.
I'm telling you,
fucked up.
There's nowhere to hide when you shit your pants in a short.
Here's the problem. I already hate most of Hollywood. I can't hate.
No,
Richard.
You can't hate Richard Simmons.
I'm gonna write him a letter and tell him about this, and I may be like, Richard, I loved you all my life. Tell me this isn't
true.
So
here's the other thing, Ann. If you're on your honeymoon, you don't want to share an elevator with Richard Simmons, if you know what I mean. You want to be alone in there, get a little freaky on with the husband, get up to your floor. You know what I'm saying? A little pregame. It's called pregaming in the elevator.
I gotta tell you, I have. It's very rare that I'm like proud of the place we live because I'm like upset about shootings and whatnot in our town. and also people generally being awful with one another. But I belong to a group called the Cape Coral Residents Group, and I both personally belong to it, and we belong to it as a page. And we found some really great followers there, and thank you to our community. If you see us out and about, say hi.
Say hello.
We'll apologize for how horrible our podcast is. So anyway, this reporter, Alexia
de la
Syropolis. I wish George was here to break that up for us.
Syropolis.
She's doing an article about Ozempic, and I, of course, where my brain went. If you've ever watched this podcast before, you know that I'm not a big fan of the pharmaceutical industry, or the media industry, or really the government at all. So when somebody is asking about a pharmaceutical drug, I got some concerns and some questions. And my concerns with Ozempic are, of course, there's a short supply, and so they're having issues with getting it.
Only the rich people can get it now.
Well, they're having issues getting it for the people that genuinely need it for diabetes. And then, of course, people are using it for, vanity reasons. And, some people have genuine weight problems, are using it for that reason. The thing is that you get this Ozempic face, and the concerns are for the long-term impact on your pancreas. I'm actually currently dealing with some issues within my pancreas. And as such, I think that you've got to don't do it. But what was nice to see, listen, it's your body, your choice, do whatever the fuck you want. But people talked about other options like ACV keto gummies, or talking about how diabetics can't get it. And then one person said, I hope you expose the danger of Ozempic instead of highlighting it as a weight loss medicine. One person talked about using it for diabetes, and this person said, or we could highlight and support local gyms and dietitians who are part of our community and show you how much healthier and a long-lasting way to get healthy, and so on and so forth.
Can we take a quick break? This is breaking news.
Yeah, but I also just want to tell you that it was nice. It was refreshing to see the city of Cape Coral have
an actual debate about something. It was good.
It wasn't a debate. It was really intelligent comments questioning the validity of it, and the primary one being about the risks. And I said that. I said, of course, they weren't. They're sponsored by the pharmaceutical company.
Excellent. Well, we have breaking news here.
Larry the pool guy.
Larry the pool guy is back.
Dude,
in the
I
house.
have been thinking of
in
you
his house
so much. I just I wonder what Larry is doing. I wonder how he is. Dude, can you email me? Because I want to be able to text you. It's and your wife and your whole family. It's maritalhate@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email with your contact info. I don't want to just have my phone number be on the internet.
So he is bartending at the Luminary downtown. If we'd ever like to, we got to go down.
We'll go down.
We
will go down.
We'll go down.
And is that in the Cape or Fort Myers? Does anybody want to meet up with us at the Luminary?
Yeah.
It's a hotel.
Luminary Hotel and autograph clay. Ooh, that sounds fancy. Hey, do they have any white bartenders? Because I only like white people making my drinks, Larry. I don't know if you knew this. And health is wealth, he says. That's absolutely true.
Doug is trying to get the kids in the neighborhood to call him old white man.
Yeah, I want to be called
right now. They're calling him grandpa.
It's in Fort Myers. Oh, it's Fort Myers. Yeah, we'll come over there. We'll definitely go there.
Yeah, when can we go?
Hey,
Saturday night.
Were you inspired by who's the guy on Love Boat? Was it Isaac? Give him the point, Larry. Whenever you give somebody a drink, give him the point, and it's
grow out a fro. Get yourself that hefty mustache. It's like a Steve Harvey mustache. Yeah. Dude, Larry's an attractive man.
He's a tall drink of water.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a tall drink of water, is what he is.
And he confirmed my fear of big dongs in the black community.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just whipped it out when he did the pool.
Instead of this.
Oh my God, Larry.
Oh my God. Although we gotta tell you, Larry, the new kid that like he's a new kid, and I made him breakfast one day. See, I never made Larry breakfast. I feel bad.
You would have made Larry breakfast. I've given some of the guys snacks. Like, do you want something to eat? Yeah, sure.
He was out here. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he goes, I go eat breakfast, and he's like, no. It's like I'm like, I got something for you. So I hung him out.
Wait till you hear about tonight's dinner. You're gonna lose your fucking mind.
So
and he's
Larry's laughing, which is good because
we don't want to get canceled.
No, Tom Cruise. Remember cocktail? Yeah, he's flipping the bottles. Ann says, getting back to the Ozempic, people get gastroparesis with it. Younger sister took it and won't admit that when she tried to go to the area. That is not good. And then Jen says a young guy here died from it.
Jesus. Wait, from Ozempic?
Oh, no, from having a black guy make a cocktail at a bar.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Or from a black cock at a bar.
It's also...
Make your insides fall out. Tubuku.
Tubuku.
Listen.
Good for you, Larry.
Herein lies my problem. Herein lies my problem. I do not have a lot of black friends. I am from the whitest town in America, and I'm a shut-in. So I had some black friends in college. We kind of lost touch. But when I go out into the world, my favorite people that I interact with the most just happen to be black. We just get along. But when you can't just walk up to some dude in Costco and be like, excuse me. By the way, don't put this past me. I would totally do it.
Yeah, you would totally do it.
Can you tell me how big your dick is? Because I've heard that black guys have huge dongs, and I'm afraid of them. But I like you.
Look at Larry. Blessings and prayers go out to the family.
So he's saying blessings and prayers go out to the family, and
you're talking about dicks.
Big black dick. But I will say this: Larry confirmed. Both Larry, our former pool guy and now friend. So he was our friend when he was our pool guy too. He has confirmed that he has a massive dong, and I believe that Ken, our banker, also confirmed that he has a massive dong.
All I know is that I just recently lost a friend of mine who was of the black persuasion.
Did he have a massissive dong?
He said he didn't.
Oh,
he said he was like the one. He was the outlier in the thing. So, yeah. So
I'm really sorry. We should start a nonprofit that supports black men who do not have enormous dongs.
What are they going to do with the money?
They can get an addictomy, or they can just take the money, because you can have a small dick if you got money. That'll be okay.
Apparently,
trust me, I know.
As mentioned earlier in the podcast. And it was great to hear from you, Larry. You're a friend to the podcast and to us as people. And he says, "Y'all crazy." Yeah, we are crazy. We are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met? Yeah, you haven't. Well, one of us is crazy. One of us is crazy.
One of us is crazy.
So
we have so much to talk about.
Yesterday, speaking of yesterday,
he says, "Love it, love the show." And I'm going to tell you something. I think Sunday is our 1 year anniversary. So we're going to be doing something. We're going to be doing something, and we're making some changes.
And as you know, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about that, actually. And we have a million news topics, too.
And I made...
He made me come. Oh, and both, I'm talking about in the bedroom and also in this dinner. By the way, the dinner was my idea.
In the dinner.
Because this is what we do. I get baked. I come with the ideas for snacks.
So yesterday we went straight. We went with the carrots, with the potatoes,
and
the corned beef. With the leftover corned beef, my genius wife came up with the idea, why don't we make a corned beef quesadilla with mustard, Swiss cheese, and kraut fried up quesadilla
on a almond flour tortilla.
It was delicioso, as they
Bellissimo.
say. I don't know what bellissimo means.
I would like another piece of it. Bellissimo is beautiful in Italian. You remember Bellissimo on Saturday Night Live?
No.
Bellissima.
No, I don't remember.
Bellissima. They were like basically fucking Kirstie Alley while she was on a date with some
that was the carpaccio for you.
And for Bellissima. And then Adam Sandler is just
yeah.
Sorry to lick off your gold.
Yeah, don't mess with my gold.
Sorry about your gold.
I wonder if Larry could use gold at his bartending.
Oh my God.
Show him the gold. You got.
No, you got to show him the picture.
I've been putting on the gold.
Show him the picture.
No, I'm going to show him the picture.
So Larry, if you want some gold, we'll bring you some. I think you have beautiful skin. I wouldn't change a thing. However, if you want
shine
to
that
be
up,
a gold man,
shine that. Watch.
We have
little gold on
this gold, and I put it on Doug as a joke one day and made him all gold. But look, it makes him look better on camera.
Oh yeah, look at me.
It's gold. Doesn't he look nice?
I have some on my forehead. It's all shiny. I'm looking all good.
To your chin. Your chin chopper chin, as my grandma used to say. Oh,
gold.
Look at him.
You'll make more tips.
Here's the thing. Here is the thing. And this is something I learned from watching. I didn't realize that darker skin, particularly the darker a black person is, or brown, the darker they are, they're difficult to photograph. So someone like Don Cheadle, who was on the Golden Hotel, which was the spinoff of the Golden Girls with Rose and Blanche and Sophia. Dorothy was off, gotten married or something. And Don Cheadle was on it. And he was like the hotel manager. He was amazing. And so Betty White would had talked to him about lighting, because she would be like, what lighting's best for you for the scene? Because he's a dark skinned black man. And it would, we've seen darker, but he's dark. You get nothing but reflection from the camera. And it's tough. Like this is like a legitimate issue. And like when you talk about institutional racism, like, I don't think that we should be. I think we need to pull away from this idea of racism. Like, it's what has happened in the past is terrible, but let's not overcompensate and make the problem worse, which I think we've done in a lot of cases. But I think that we should. It's just fucking common sense that we should be able to accommodate all skin tones.
Are you calling Betty White a? Oh no, she was actually the opposite.
She was a really
All right,
she was a
up.
pioneer. And it's not something everybody understands. I didn't know until I saw it on fucking TikTok. I'd seen this about the show, and then I saw it on TikTok. Like, a woman went to some office building to get her picture taken, and she just isn't there on the picture. And so I think that that's something that we need. It sounds stupid, but there's ways around that. Just have people upload their own picture, because they know everyone knows what lighting they look best in. You can give them parameters for the photograph. You can have to confirm the photograph, whatever, but just let them take their own photo, because he's not that dark though.
No, I made a good Yaphet Kotto joke.
Just won all the Emmys.
Oh, Santiago. What was that guy's name? All right, wait.
But there's people darker than that.
You guys see, nobody's gonna know who Yaphet Kotto is, so I got to show Yaphet Kotto. He was in James Bond, Live and Let Die.
Some of the most beautiful women on the planet. Some of the most beautiful women on the planet are and models are like these incredibly dark skinned Nubian princesses. They're just absolutely gorgeous.
Jen has to go. She can't wait to see us both. Maybe tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, Jen.
Thank you for coming.
We enjoyed having you.
Oh, by the way, Larry's a black guy.
Larry's a black guy. George Clinton had a song called "The Nubian Nut."
I hope the Nubian has two nuts. Do they not need two nuts if they have a massive
the Nubian nut?
What if you don't? What if you have a massive dong? Do you only need one nut?
I don't know. It's good to have both.
I do want to share a couple. We have so many things we should probably start buzzing through.
See, Larry knows what I'm talking about with the Yaphet Kotto. Yeah,
Larry, please remind me about the luminary thing. Like, if you could message me.
I will remember that.
I'm gonna forget.
It's the autograph collection.
I'm gonna forget. Everybody, let's all go to Luminary and say hi to Larry. Are you working? Tell us your schedule.
What if we?
maritalhate@gmail.com.
What if we want to go see Larry so much we become like crazy alcoholics? We lose.
We can't afford to drink out that
lifestyle.
much. We can basically afford to drink like one drink a week out. And so, but because we have to tip properly.
And we have to take care of.
So there's the problem. It's the fact that we're good tippers is really the problem. Oh, and the fact that your clients are fucking paid.
I'm not a good tipper. My wife is a good tipper.
I'm an awesome tipper. Yeah. But we have currently Doug took the day off because the client didn't pay.
I finally
and you worked on a freelance project.
Well, I finally had told this company, I'm like, look, you owe me for 10 weeks. You told me you were going to pay me last week. You didn't pay me last week, so whatever. So anyway, so I kind of like said, hey, I'm going to suspend all work until.
But you worked today, but you worked less than you normally would.
I worked on something else.
The only thing that sucked about that is you wanted to go to the airport with me, but I didn't want you to be screwed up sleep-wise all week, because he'll be a mess. Yeah. And it's a lot. When we have the boys, we're just going. Yeah. We don't normally do that. We normally sit on our asses. So today, Doug did all the laundry. He finished I had a logo project. Client. Yeah. He helped me with a bunch of things. He listened to me cry. He fucked me properly. Now we're doing the podcast, and we made that delightful dinner. Did you show them the picture?
Oh, I didn't show the pictures.
So you can, if you have your text open, you can just
Wednesday day till 4. He will be there. Yeah, we'll have to make it. We'll make
during
a little.
The day.
Yeah, we're gonna do some day drinking with Larry.
On Wednesday, I go to church thing. I really do. I go to church. I joined a church cult thing. It's
well,
not really true.
That's the opposite of church is drinking with Larry. So
okay,
you have to choose wisely. That doesn't look all that great. It was much better.
It doesn't, but it was so good. But there's more left. Can I have one now?
There's 2 pieces. There's no eating on the podcast. It's unprofessional.
It's
unprofessional.
I'm high on marijuana.
It's unprofessional.
I'm going to shut up. Get it for me, please.
No, you're going to shut up in other ways.
No,
Michelle Miller, Cloutier Miller gave us a big thumbs up. We're a big fan of her. And Mariella's Meandering Musings. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, but hey, girl.
What's up, Mariella? She's out meandering. Maybe she lost Wi-Fi. No, because I'd have to go in, heat it up.
You have to eat it. I will eat it cold.
You're gonna eat it cold.
Yes.
All right, touch with people.
Some munchies. Okay, so I wanted to also share this, which I thought was hilarious. Sometimes you just find funny things on your town pages, which I got to get back to following the Marshfield page because the shit that goes on there, hilarious. This nice woman, Nicole, I hope you find one. She said, "What's a good suggestion or place to get a swimsuit in Cape Coral?" And a brilliant person said, "Oh, girl, just do what I did. Give up, get your own pool, and skinny dip." And this is a brilliant way to go about your life. However, you have to stop being so nice to the neighborhood kids because then they keep showing up. I also wanted to share
Saturday night till 12. We're gonna party with Larry. We're gonna party down, as they say. We're gonna get on board the party train.
Oh my God, we've been listening
to Gap Band.
Gap
Oh my
Band
God,
nonstop.
Gap!
Love
Nothing
the Gap
better than
Band.
the Gap Band.
Muck Sticky's got some upcoming shows. Does anybody have a free place I can stay in Tennessee? Because I really want to go to all of the Muck Sticky shows. I love him. If we win the lottery, we'll be at all of them. That would be the highlight of my life right there.
We could drive him home. We could drive him home in our 2-seater.
Hear me out. RV adventure for a while. Then we figure out where we want to live. What?
I don't know.
Anyway, I wanted to also show this.
Larry says it's laid back upstairs at the Beacon, and it's beautiful.
Do we have to get dressed up?
I don't know. I think
Do we have to wear pants?
I think.
Do I have to wear a bra?
I don't know if it's that kind of club.
I'm going to go to the stripper tent casino.
I would totally do that.
I just want
Come
to share
before
this.
sunset. Oh, very good. We'll go
Good
see
idea.
sunset at the Balloon.
That would
I'm
be
gonna
romantic.
write that down because I want to do this.
Okay, I do want to share this. So I do not sell doTERRA, although my membership makes it so I can. I have a wholesale membership. We use their products. We basically replace our cleaning products, a lot of our beauty products, and a lot of our over-the-counter medications with them. All of our candles, air fresheners, everything we've replaced with doTERRA essential oils. I don't recommend selling them, but I have found a way to kind of hack the system to make it so that it doesn't cut into my budget and so that I get a shitload of free stuff. So if you're interested, let me know and I can give you a link. But anyway, this week is the BOGO. So it's buy one, get one free. So you buy the tightening serum, you get the sunscreen for free. You buy the Melissa, you get the Blue Tansy for free. Those are the two most expensive oils. It's actually $89 for those two, which sounds like a lot, but if you know about them, you know. The Ozymanthus and the Magnolia, I love these two. The Hirschelm and frankincense. I'm pronouncing all of these wrong, by the way. That's a great deal. Airax and Citrus Bloom are pretty good. They're like nice, like little room freshery things, but not necessarily so much with the topical benefits. Whereas the Hirschelm and I'm totally saying that wrong, and frankincense really do. And the tightening serum and the face sunscreen, I don't think you can go wrong. My esthetician actually uses doTERRA on her clients. So anyway, if you're interested, let me know. And I will teach you my ways. Also coming up is, I forgot to share. I stumbled across this today.
There's no eating on the podcast.
I'm
It's
starving.
unprofessional. Is the
Horror
Horror
Hound,
Hound weekend?
I actually have a place I could stay in Ohio, but it's the 22nd to 24th.
We could stay with Daniel.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of Daniel. I was
Who are you
thinking
thinking of?
the cousin.
Oh,
Wait, is that a story?
hands off the cousin.
Like I said, my life is like Forrest Gump in a Lifetime movie. In any case, there's all these
You can get autographs and photo ops with different
movies,
celebrities
and there's
from
different events. So Adam Green, I know who that is. If you know any of these
don't
people.
know any of these people. I will tell you, I got excited by only one of them.
Bruce Abbott was in True Blood.
I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is.
I should know these and I don't. Eli Roth.
Eli Roth is a director.
Director and actor. You would know him for Cabin Fever and Hostel. Ethan Sloopy. You would know him from American History X. My Name is
And
Earl.
My Name is
Local
Earl.
Wall Street. What else would you know? Jay and Silent Bob. Sorry, Clerks 2.
George Wendt, Norm from Cheers is going to be there.
Freddie Rodriguez is from 6 Feet Under. Remember he was the Undertaker? Federico. When George just went there, he's always knows your name, and he's always glad you came.
I think George Wendt is David, what's his name? From Ted Lasso.
Interesting.
And We Are the Millers. What's that? What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
I like it. I can't even. Why am I? I'm
guy.
blanking on his name.
He's a guy.
Anyway,
Some guy. Heather Donahue, who's from Blair Witch Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, wait till you get a load of this, the good one.
Ivan Raimi, is he from Jeepers Creepers?
I don't know.
That's interesting. Jeepers Creepers has an interesting backstory. The director
Jeeps,
was like convicted of like some creepy ass shit.
Creepy ass.
James Jude Courtney, looks like he did some Halloween stuff. Jane Levy, I don't know who that is. Looks like she's done some horror stuff. Jeff Combs did he did Poe in something. Jordan Ladd, I'm assuming she's a porn star. There's like always an intersection of porn and horror. It's really interesting.
Juliette Lewis.
Josh Leonard. Juliette Lewis from
Natural Born Killers
and Cape Fear remake with Robert De Niro. And what was that guy's name?
She was in Gilbert Grape, wasn't she?
I don't know, but who was the other? Was it Nick Nolte?
Nick Nolte was in that, yeah.
Robert De Niro. Holy fuck,
great
that
movie.
Is a sick.
But Juliette Lewis is like
that movie.
She's
gave me
A-list.
Nightmares.
It did. Yeah, it was
nightmares.
good. But
and it turned me on and it gave me nightmares. That just goes to show you how fucked up I am.
A lot of things do that with you.
Yeah, it's
Kane Hodder.
I don't know who that is. Oh, he's Jason. He was also he was also in Jeepers Creepers.
Justina Machado played the sister in Family Ties with Michael J. Fox.
You're just kidding.
That
is the wife from 6 Feet Under. Frederico's wife. Her name's Vanessa.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
On the show. Kane Hodder. We already talked about him. Ken Foree. I don't know.
Kevin Nash is a wrestler, is he not?
Kevin Nash is a wrestler. I don't know who Ken Foree is.
Somebody.
Lars Fredrickson. Don't know who that is. Lydia Jewett. Don't know her.
Lars Fredrickson's in Metallica.
I could give a shit about the Blair Witch people. Cactus Jack, Jude Love, Mankind. It's all these. Now the wrestling people are here.
I gotta pull up a picture of Natasha Henstridge.
Was she in Species? That's what she was in. Holy shit! This chick is flawless. She was
like crazy hot back in the day.
I want to hate her. She's beautiful today. Look at how beautiful this woman is.
Let me see.
And she was one of those women. She was pregnant on the in Species at one point. She was so
she was like an it girl.
Beautiful
back in the day. Trying to find like
that movie was like basically every mom ever just like defending their child. Nick Carter of Backstreet Boys fame.
One of them died. Aaron Carter died.
Yes.
Anyway,
did Nick Carter do horror movies? I don't know. Olivia O'Neill, Pilar Lazaro. Oh my God, she's Princess from The Walking Dead. I fucking love her. I don't know who these people are. Paul Walter Hauser.
No idea.
You know, he was reminding me of Zach Galifianakis for a second. Richard Band, no idea who that was. Ryder Strong, who was on Boy Meets World. Oh, that's another one tonight. So hashtag Nickelodeon is trending. Apparently there's a movie coming out. I believe it's on Hulu, basically talking about all the Nickelodeon sex scandals.
Nice.
So if you would like to watch a horror film, what you do is you get yourself a copy of that movie, maybe the movie trailer, and you ask Ryder Strong to sign for you. That won't be awkward or anything. And then you got Robert Longstreet. I don't know what he did, but it's beautiful. Rowan Campbell, also don't know what he did, but it's beautiful. He looks familiar. You think it's from The Ring? Samantha
Mathis. I forget what she was in, but I remember her name from something.
Well, I don't know who a lot of these people are. Samantha Mathis, Samara Lee, no idea. Red Tammy. Oh, she played the doll in Annabelle, maybe, or Victoria Gardner. Willem Cat. I don't know what he's from. Zach Gilligan from Gremlins fame. Yeah, I don't even know what all of this is. Blair Witch Project quad session.
You ever have a quad session?
I don't know. Boy Meets World duo. I didn't know Ethan Sloopy was on Boy Meets World. Now I want to watch it.
I didn't know that. I
love Ethan Sloopy. Like, I just love him. He's amazing.
What was Earl's brother's name? What do you put?
Randy.
So just a great role. Crazy lovable. Like he just played it like to perfection. That
you
shows.
You can get various combinations of people to sign things for you, but the bottom line is
back in January, February, the Orlando one of those celebrity fests, you could get your picture taken with the cast of My Name Is Earl. Thelma and Louise were both there. Marissa Tomei was there. Like every heavy hitter in the business was there. It was like crazy, but like it just Back to the Future, they were all there. Michael J. Fox was there. Crazy money to get your picture taken with them and get autographs and stuff like that. But I would totally spend that money to get an autograph Back to the Future poster, because I think that movie is that good.
I want to share this with you. I mean, I don't really have the energy to do this kind of thing, but I aspire to one day do it. I think it would be so much fun, because you're into the collectible stuff, but I'm into like the horror movies, and I can talk to anybody, and you're into the meeting people. So I don't know. We can horrify everyone. And by the way, because of the podcast, we are technically eligible for press passes, which means we can go to places and do press things.
Yeah, we can interview people.
And it would be a real good time.
Okay, so Nickelodeon, Brian Robbins, Dan Schneider.
The Amanda Show.
Dan Snyder was the bad guy. He
was giving interviews, she was on talk shows, she was everywhere.
Dan Schneider was very responsible for Amanda Bynes' career at that point, and they were very tied to each other. And I think she trusted him.
My name is Raquel Lee Ballou, and I was on the first season of The Amanda Show.
Mrs. Shane.
The Amanda Show was huge. It was huge.
So what's happening is that there's a film that's being, a portion of it. So I followed Dom Luker, Breaker of Narratives. It's at Dom Luker on TikTok. Sorry, Twitter, at DOM_LUCRE. I can't speak to this podcast, his page in general, but I found this article there and I'm actually going to give him a follow. He shared a clip from Quiet on the Set, which is a documentary talking about the being exposed to the abuse made by the Amanda Bynes experience. And this is the first episode of 3. The rest of Quiet on the Set will be released by the end of March. So I definitely recommend checking that out, but also maybe don't do it when you're depressed, because that would be crazy.
Well, I do know that they had that same guy directed iCarly, and Jeanette McCurdy came out and was like, a
lot of
the dude was like Hollywood. Kind of a creeper.
That's the thing, though.
And you would know him as the fat kid from Head of the Class with Howard Hesseman.
I remember that. I don't even want to think about it. But it's amazing, because we just keep, it was once believed that everything anyone said about Hollywood being a cesspool, or no, I want to share this in a second. Well, I guess I can pause it.
Okay.
So, just give me 1 second. It was once like there's people, there's many beliefs out there about what happens in Hollywood, and a lot of people believe that you have to perform some sort of humiliating sex act, or that you're on Epstein's Island in order to be famous, or you become one of the Illuminati. And that all sounded like crazy conspiracy shit, until you see more and more and more people coming out with these horror stories
Bill
that
Cosby,
are proven to be true.
for one.
Fucking Cosby. Like obviously all the stuff that's coming out about the Playboy Mansion, or that has come out about the Playboy Mansion.
I think people kind of suspected
shenanigans with the Playboy Mansion, but it doesn't make it okay. Yeah. But there's all this stuff that's coming out that's really, really makes you question things. Of course, people talked about Corey Feldman for years. Although after watching that clip from Corey's Angels, he lost some credibility with me. He doesn't seem like someone who respects women.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I will. Did you have something else to show?
I do. But I want to read Anne's comment first. She says, "My husband and I got the license plate off the car in the Back to the Future, but we gave it away." You're crazy. The actual one? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's probably worth a small fortune. Okay. So now I want to share this. So everybody's been like, "Where's Kate Middleton?" Nobody knows. Where is Kate Middleton? And so, of course, people have suspected that they're getting divorced. And so there's an announcement, or that she's very sick. They think she recently had a hysterectomy, or maybe she did. But in any case, what's trending on Twitter or X, is #royal announcement. People are guessing what it is. King Charles abdicating the throne. Kate's health worse than people thought. William and Kate divorcing. I don't know. Maybe they finally went off with their heads with Meghan Markle. And it's funny, because somebody had referenced this photo that's supposed to be Kate Markle, allegedly, and they're saying that that's not Kate Markle, which I think is funny if they're trying to say.
I don't think that's her name, Kate Markle. You're thinking of Meghan Markle.
Oh, Kate Middleton.
And Kate Middleton, yes.
I'm mixing them all up.
She's baked.
I'm both really, really baked and really, really tired. So I thought you guys would appreciate that. I don't know.
I would just wanted to comment on something over the weekend. I did watch the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie that was on Disney Plus. It was, there were parts of it that were like near flawless. Like it was hit after hit after hit. The stage sets, the choreography, everything was like good, but it goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's a lot of Swift. But they use the technology of the stage set like almost to perfection. Every set change is different and things like that. There's some amazing things to it. And definitely kind of, if it's not your bag, there's a lot there. There's a lot there to unpack. But if you want something to kind of like have on in the background or whatever, there's some pieces of that were really well. She performs really well. I think they probably corrected a lot of stuff in there with, kind of going back in if she hit a bum note or whatever, because it sounds like a little too much like the records or whatever. But I didn't know what her concerts were like at all. And it was kind of good to check it out. But there was one scene where she kind of goes in the middle and the song is Delicate. And so she stomps her foot, which is, she's got like a boot or something, stomps her foot, and a big crack, because the whole staging, all the whole runway is video screens. So a crack goes from where she was standing to the middle, like if it was glass or was Delicate. She goes around like at all four corners and kind of does that same thing, and a crack appears. Anyway, so as she's singing the bridge or the break, she kind of walks to the middle and does a hop, and the whole thing shatters up like the runway, down the runway. It was really cool. So
I was not feeling well by that point. I had gone to La La Land.
Take a powder on the Swift
introduction.
That is true. I did. This
dog
is
and
a portion of our service on Sunday. It's
do we have permission to rebroadcast?
Like
I'm sure they would be following this.
We've never done it.
This is Robert Frost from the Center for Spiritual Living. I definitely recommend watching this video. Just look up Ron Frost, Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral, or maybe even just Ron Frost. You may be able to find something. But he was previously on the board or the president of the Cape Coral Center for Spiritual Living. Now he and his wife and children, I believe, live in the Sarasota area where he's active in the center there. He gave an inspiring and motivational speech, and it really got me thinking about, I wanted to do some comedy. And so I'm really trying to push myself to do that. So if y'all could give me a kick in the ass. I found out some information about I actually know 3 different places where I can do comedy now. And I think it's just a sign that I need to do it and horrify the entire world. So anyway, Ron also wrote the book, Getting Unstuck, which sounds amazing. I haven't read it yet, but I think it would be really helpful for us to read. Some of us more than others. But you're doing really good. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
You got the sauna today.
Almost got stuck today.
He got a little stressed out about his blood pressure, which therefore made his blood pressure rise. So we're working on that one still, but he's been really doing fantastic. And I thought Ron gave a really good talk, and it was worth noticing.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to make sure that we got all of the hashtags, because we did a lot of hashtags tonight, and I don't want to be a hashtag cheater. It is Monday. Did you have a shitty Monday? Did you have a good Monday? Tell us about it. Our Monday was, we went to the UPS store, get to go for a Jeep ride. We did go help for neighborhood kids.
Yep.
Delightful dinner. Easy
dinner.
Peasy lunch. Oh my God, amazing breakfast.
What was it? What did we have for lunch? What did we end up having?
I had leftover salad.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what I had for lunch.
You had leftover.
I had my leftovers from the Mexican.
Yeah. Mexican food.
Delicioso.
And then Cards Against Humanity is in some trubs. It's actually really cute.
I think it might be a ploy by them to go viral, because I think people have had enough of it. Nobody wants to do it anymore. So now they're trying to make it a thing. If
it's gone viral, it's genius. But I don't think that they had to. So that's weird. It was hashtag trending. So now I'm trying to find it. Why can I not?
We have 4 minutes left, or 6 minutes left.
Oh, Jesus. And we have so much more stuff to talk about. So anyway, Cards Against Humanity is a game. It's inappropriate. It's basically this podcast in a card game. And there's a bunch of stuff that they said that people are like offended by now. And it's like, dude, it's been out there forever. And I guess it was specifically some anti-Palestine remarks, but there were some pretty fucked up ones that was like jerking off into a pool of children's tears and like jokes about Holocaust survivors. Like, it's fucked up. and we love it for that very reason.
Well, the thing
Perhaps
is,
they'd like to
we felt that like it wasn't fucked up enough,
Do you
so
think
that's why we started playing Jackbox.
we should get Cards Against Humanity to sponsor us.
Ooh,
We should get Cards Against Humanity to sponsor us.
well, it's not bad because
Somebody write that down.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sponsor. Okay. So the other hashtags we had, apparently Gilmore Girls is trending, and I have to know why, because I don't know if you know this about me, but I absolutely love the Gilmore Girls. They were talking about the first, it was perfect. Doesn't say anything particularly interesting about the Gilmore Girls. I don't understand what's happening. Is something happening with the Gilmore Girls? What is going on with the Gilmore Girls? I need to know. Okay. I had a clip. Okay, so obviously we're live streaming and this is interactive and it's dark humor. You got that. Okay, so apparently the Winnie the Pooh, do you remember the Winnie the Pooh that they made a horror movie?
Yes.
Okay, so apparently it's not the only one. There's going to be like a whole series of them.
Was it horror movie night over here?
Apparently, like, you know, it's when you think about whatever you think
Right,
about, you bring it into your life. So, for example, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Change. That's a song from church.
We're church.
I don't know if you hear me. Yeah, we're church.
It's not really a church. They call it a center.
And so they have the Twisted Childhood Universe, which is the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. I felt like watching it.
It was boring.
They're doing Blood and Honey 2. They're doing Bambi the Reckoning, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare, Pinocchio Unstrung, and then Pooniverse Monsters Ensemble.
Pooniverse sounds like a little adult film.
Oh, this looks like a good time. Let's have a movie premiere, like a premiere.
No.
Oh my God. How awesome would it be to have a movie marathon with these movies and to be like the MCs of it? That would be so cool.
I want no part of horror. I don't want.
Does anybody have a movie theater we could live stream from and play all these movies and invite people and help you with, like, we could do a whole night of it?
Maybe you could talk to Eli Roth when we go to that.
I would do that shit all the time. What if we started doing the podcast on location and people fed us?
That'd be fantastic, because then it would feed us and we would do the podcast.
We would have to have enough data.
What if we went to some place and they were feeding us and like the food stank, like it was bad? It was like the chicken tastes like wood.
The problem we have is the fact that I can only eat like 5 things now.
It's your problem. That's a you problem.
It's really a fucking problem. It's actually a problem for both of us because Doug has to help me. I can't have any gluten. We don't generally eat sugar.
No raisins.
And I can't have any peanuts.
I just made that up. I said no raisins.
Okay, well, I like raisins.
I said no gum.
I really wanted to have that carrot raisin salad, and we never had it.
We never had it.
Can we have it?
It's your problem. I ate all the raisins.
Rude.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Still there.
So the other hashtags that we had were spirituality. We had to talk about church. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Dude, I don't know how that fucking came up, but apparently they're going to be coming back, and they haven't released the entire cast name. And I got to tell you, you know who I want to come back? Who do I want to come back?
Zodiac.
Yeah. Who knows what the fuck is going on with her and Croy? And I really wanted them to work it out, and it's making me sad. And I think that one of the daughters just got engaged, and they're just having all kinds of problems. But let me tell you, we just watched for, I don't know, like 2 minutes. We were just like looking at the feed to see, okay, who's going to be there, who's been there in the past. Of course, Phaedra is on
The Traitor.
The Traitor, which is the stupidest show on television. But oh my God, fucking Nene Leakes. And I don't even know if Nene is still on the show. That woman is fucking, she's hilarious. Like the things that go on in that show. Here she is, Nene. Oh my God.
For the maid service. You understand? I make sure the lights are on and the doorbell can ring. I do that. Me. And I'm being tough on you. You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me. Bye.
Let me just tell you right now, Nene Leakes is a fierce mama. And I love the fact that she does not fuck around with, even with her grown-ass child. She's like, nope, I do not play. I love that about her. And I think that's something we should all aspire to some extent. Also, I had The Traitor. So we watched the show that Nolan turned us on to, kind of against our will.
Hosted by one Alan Cummings.
Alan Cummings' costumes are the best part of that fucking show.
Who is 10 months older than me.
So the contestants are... Oh, gosh. Okay, so you may not know any of these people, or you may know all of them. I don't know. We're totally out of the loop. John Burkaw, who is some sort of politician. Maskim Chermovisky, was he some sort of an athlete? I don't know. Ekins, wait a minute. Is this the right season?
I don't.
There's Phaedra.
That guy was on it, yeah.
Sandra Diaz, Deontay Wilder, Pavardi Swallow, Peppermint. And then Kevin Kreider. There's just all these different people that were on the show. Oh, they haven't finished the current season, so you don't know who the winner is yet. But basically, it's like that game. What is it? The Lords of Salem or the Town of Salem that the kids are playing? So basically, there's a bunch of people, and Nolan loves that game. There's my daughter Anastasia plays it as well. You're trying to guess who is in which room, or who's a killer, who's a traitor, and who does what. And so they've just basically made it a real life game. The only thing I don't like about it is that there seems to be a lot of like just negativity and toxicity that I don't necessarily enjoy. And then of course we hashtag ourselves LGBTQ because we're big fans of the gay community. Shout out to OG Lesbi Tracy, who's pretty much like
family, the
most master of master haters, with a close second with Anne, because Anne has a life and Tracy doesn't.
You never see Anne showing up late because she was in the shower.
We didn't see, well, it's funny because when Tracy was moving, we didn't see her as much.
Right.
But then Anne's just been to Florida. So it used to be that Anne was around maybe a little bit more, and now it's Tracy. But we love you both. We love everybody who supports the podcast.
We'll be here.
We have a special spot in our heart for the master haters. Oh, God, it's 10:01.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going as fast as I can. Ruby Rose, I have to show this because it was good. We talked about Nickelodeon. We talked about, well, I drive a Jeep. I guess we could talk about X tomorrow, but the bottom line is if you put content up and somebody questions it, I think that this is a brilliant idea. They can add context so that you have more information. So like you could say, oh, like right now, one of the big things is the something act. What is that act called?
Lord Fauntleroy Act.
The Logan Act.
Logan.
So there's the Logan Act, and there's a belief that former President Obama, has violated the Logan Act, but a lot of people will tell you other people have violated the Logan Act. In any case, I don't know what my point was.
I don't know what it was, but we should wrap this up.
I'm trying. I had Ruby Rose all twerking on the internet, but I can't find that.
Remember? Oh, yeah, you showed me that.
Oh, that was good. Did I spell it wrong? Ruby Rose. Yeah, I spelled it right. RUBI. Hashtag ROSE. I can't find it, but this afternoon on Ruby Rose, all over the freaking
Looked
Facebook,
like she was pegging some girl.
It was some naughty stuff. Oh,
there it is.
Let me see if I can share this screen. If you're looking for a good time,
call 1-800-RUBY.
You might want to call these ladies because they're getting down tonight. Gonna do a little dance and make a little love, and then you get down tonight.
Well,
doesn't even look like they're looking for dick. Well, there you go.
Hello.
Hello there, Ruby Rose. I don't know what to say about that, but she's making friends. In any case, I think I might follow Ruby Rose because I like that ass. She's got a good one. Also on my hashtags, I'm wrapping up as fast as I can. We live in Southwest Florida. Oh, Twitter. So I told you the Twitter X thing. Eli Roth. We already talked about that. Hashtag bloodbath. Trump has put out a series of new commercials that are brilliant from a marketing perspective and absolutely dreadful from an energetic perspective. So it's basically a series of news clips from mainstream media of people that have are illegally in the United States, that crossed the border, the southern border, and the crimes that they've committed. And he calls it Biden's border bloodbath. Oh my God. I will say that I heard RFK today also supporting strength at the border. And Trump and RFK seem to align on strength at the border. The Biden administration, as far as I can tell, seems to not care. what I heard Kennedy say today, and I'm paraphrasing, but you can probably find it on his channel, was that he believes that we should have the wall extended and then use fence and monitoring systems and other things that they have that, and many of the things that they already have that the Biden administration has so-called disarmed. So, I think people want, I don't want to speak for Doug, so I'm going to speak for myself, but I believe most people want there to be a path for citizenship for people all around the world. But we want it to be a path that, that you have to follow. And it's funny that the thing that I've noticed about this path to immigration, the people that are the most adamant that it needs to occur are people that we know that have come to the United States and earned their citizenship.
Because they had to work for it.
They had to work for it, and so should they have to. And frankly, I think a lot of us is, as of course, as our rights have been stripped from us, it's a different issue entirely. But we have no idea how fortunate we are, and we have no idea what people go through to become a part of this country. So I both support immigration, but I want it to be in a legal way, and I want us to hope. I want people to fix the problems on the ground in the countries that they're in, because we only have so many resources, and they only have so much resources. So you basically move the problem instead of fixing it. Do you have any comments on that? You don't have to.
No, I agree. I think there should be a path to citizenship. I don't know why. I mean, we have policies in place for that. I just don't know if they're being. I don't know if anybody's ever really done a good job at enforcing those policies. So I think maybe we stop the rhetoric and maybe all get together and say, okay, what can we do about this problem, and not have renegade convoys and crap like that.
You believe there's an issue at the border?
I don't know there's an issue at the border. I've heard that it's being greatly exaggerated. I'm hearing propaganda from one side saying that these murderers, killers, and people of military age are coming over.
You're saying it's propaganda, but it was clips from mainstream media sources.
I have not fact checked the media sources, but I'm saying there's a.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't want
it's not something that you've done enough research on that you want to talk about it.
Well, I would like to. Here's the thing. I can do research all day. If you don't agree with it, then it's like, and if people don't agree with it, I'm not going to convince them otherwise. Even though I probably would have really good stuff.
But I would want to hear what you had heard about it.
But
I really do.
All I know
if
is
you don't want to talk about on the podcast, it's okay.
What I'm talking about is the propaganda of like this wave of killers and terrorists and ruining our nation. And then I'm also hearing that it's not that bad, and I'm also I'm hearing like a bunch of different stuff.
Well,
what I'm saying is
go ahead.
If people stop trying to be right all the goddamn time and work together and trying to come up with a solution, and I think you were talking about the solution being legal path to if people stop hiring illegals, things of that nature, I think then we can find a way to kind of fulfill our promise of give us you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry, etc. We can fulfill that promise in a meaningful in a path to a
meaningful way. I agree with you. So we have we see it from a different angle, but we're kind of coming together, which is the only reason I brought it up, because I don't want to have us be like arguing about politics. It doesn't ever go well for us, won't go well for you. But I like to try to find areas where we can all kind of agree. Like, I think everybody agrees, we want people to come to our country legally, and we don't want to leave people destitute, but we also have people here that we have to take care of first before we take on more responsibility. And we have some pretty serious infrastructure issues, as we discussed, with water in so many places.
Oh, yeah.
So the other thing, and we're trying to wrap up as fast as we can. So and if it cuts off, we're sorry. Hashtag Tyson. Mike Tyson is fighting this what's his name, Logan Paul. It's interesting. Everybody's like, dude, Tyson's gonna beat him up in like 30 seconds flat. And then apparently Tyson gets nothing if he knocks him out in the first round. He gets a little bit second round, so on and so forth. The longer it goes, the more money Tyson gets. But the whole thing is Logan Paul gets to select the judges, and so they are the ones, like, if it goes to judgment, they're the ones who decide who wins. It's sketchy as fuck. I think Tyson's hurting for cash again. He said he's not, but I think he is. I also saw an interesting thing about the Tyson's former rape case that I thought was really interesting. It was somebody that had given him a character witness, and they described the situation, some facts of the case that I was not aware of because I hadn't followed it. I'd ask some questions. After watching Mike Tyson on Rogan, I think he's genuinely a good guy. I think he's got his demons. I think he's fucked up in a lot of ways, but I think he's genuinely a good guy. Do I think that he committed rape? I really don't know. Does that mean that he's do I think that someone who commits rape is redeemable? I think everybody's redeemable. Even people who harm me. So I don't know. Maybe that makes me terrible. Speaking of being redeemable, I don't know that anything that we have done tonight is redeemable.
Although
we weren't super inappropriate.
Touching base with Larry was redeemable.
I like
it was
talking
good to hear
about
from
Larry.
him.
I like talking to all of our friends.
Yeah.
So I am so much. I know we kind of talked about it throughout the night, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for everything you did for me today to support me today. I love you so much. Thank you for the dicking. High five. Thank you for all the snacks. Thank you for the snacks you're about to make me. Thank you for putting up with me on the podcast. I need a snack.
There's one piece of that calzone left in there.
And some deviled eggs.
And you can have deviled eggs. And
other people eating corned beef and cabbage quesadillas and deviled eggs at 11 o'clock.
I almost put like a little piece of the corned beef on the deviled eggs today to make them special.
Oh, don't you love
Might do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that now. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I like one day. I like you.
I am Golden Man.
What are you thankful for, Golden Man?
I am thankful for the boys coming this weekend and having a great time. Yeah. I am thankful for my wife who got up at the ass crack of middle of the night to drive them to the airport for a 6 o'clock flight.
And then I came home and slept and had a weird dream about having a SWAT team break into our house because some lady that was living with us tried to get me pregnant with 3 different guys' sperm. True story.
Sounds like a party.
She left her tampons here
on the windowsill.
Thing.
So I'm thankful. I'm thankful I had the courage to finally lay down the law with a certain client after 10 weeks of
I'm really proud
non-payment.
Of you. Really proud
hopefully
of you.
that's hopefully there's still a client after that bold maneuver, but we'll figure it out.
Maybe they're not.
Thankful for the great weather. I'm thankful for you as always in general. And I'm thankful for all the folks on this podcast. And I'm thankful.
Me too, especially the people that support the podcast.
Yeah.
I just wanted to read the comments.
I'm thankful for gold.
I am definitely thankful for gold. I want to read these last few comments and I want to say something positive. Otherwise, we'll all cry. Anne says, "Oh, that's bad."
We don't know
I agree with
bad.
you. I think she's talking about the border issues. She said, "Didn't Biden say if the illegals join the military, they will become citizens?" I support that.
I support that, and the reason I support that is that because they would do a, I mean, they do it anyways for citizenship, but the military would do like extra super duper duty to make sure they're not like coming in to infiltrate.
Well, that's the thing. What I'd seen, Dr. Phil was on Rogan. Supposedly he did an episode covering the border crisis. I did not watch it, but he was on Rogan. He was quite eloquent. I was not a fan of him going into it, but I watched the episode. And what he talked about was happening at the border was very concerning. He'd been there himself. He talked about the episode that he did about it. There's definitely some issues that need to be dealt with there in terms of people coming to the United States that are coming in like combat boots and shit. It was weird. Watch it.
All right.
For yourself. Anyway,
all I know is that I'm not gonna take my news from Dr. fucking Phil.
I'm not saying don't take your. Well, first of all,
is all.
How is he any more or less reliable than anyone else? 1, 2. He, because of who he is, he can't get away with posting shit that's not fucking like legit. Like you would hear about it all over the fucking place.
Yeah, but I'm not getting my news from a quasi like psychologist that made it big on the Oprah show.
So okay, so here's the thing. He reported a news story.
Yeah.
And I'm going to believe Dr. Phil
over
as much as I'm going to believe CNN. And by the way, I'm also going to believe Fred down the street as much as I'm going to believe CNN. So
Fred's tapped in.
Maybe, but you have a choice as to who you believe. But I am sharing information. I told people to watch it.
Go check.
But here's the thing: like, I'm not taking my news from him. Then don't. But what I'm saying is, I watched it. I found it to be interesting, and I recommend that you check it out and draw your own opinion. You don't have to just shoot it down.
No, I'm just saying. Erzatz, TV psychologist.
I don't even know where the bell is, or I would ring it.
Erzatz. I've said it 8 times tonight.
Thank you.
Erzatz.
I don't even know how you do that. I'm so thankful for all the people that watch this podcast. I'm so sorry that we went over. This is probably one of our longer ones, although I think we went 2.5 once.
Yeah.
Todd, Michelle, Mariella's meandering musings David, Nick, Todd, Daniel. I hope Nick, I hope you're doing some diving.
Brian Heil is here.
Todd,
Hey Brian, I
future.
hope all is well. What's news is all opinionated nonsense. Yeah, that's
agree.
absolutely true. Yeah,
I agree with you, Dave. Brian, did we just become best friends?
Well, we don't agree on pretty much anything, but we both agree on that.
And I'd also like to shout out. I don't think that they can see us anymore because Instagram shuts us the fuck off because Instagram is still working on the integration. But Keith and Pat Lully, and there was one other person. Was it Ron? Rob? Anyway, shout out to you. Tracy, Daniel, Jennifer, Ann. Oh my God, you guys, we love you so much. Somebody else was there. I lost my window. We got Tracy, Daniel, Jen, of course, David, Daniel. God, we just love you guys, and we can't thank you enough for being here to support us. We're so grateful. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tomorrow and cover all the stuff that we didn't cover because Mama's got notes.
I think she just broke her phone.
No, okay. That indicates broke my case last week. Love you. Right. See you tomorrow.
Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.